What's happening? What's happening with it? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah. What's up with everybody? When y'all come in the building, make sure that y'all hit that like button. Yeah. We definitely gonna cook today. We definitely gonna cook. Had to start the show a little late, but we here. We in here, y'all. So when you come in the building, make sure that you hit the like button and then jump in the comments. Let me know you're in the building. Yeah, let's see who we got in the building. My man Gertz in the building. What's happening with it? My man Big John Kramer off in the building. What it do? AJ64, KJ, my man Jay Grant. What's happening with it? My man KG Alexander in the building. What's happening with it? Yes, sir. Dank Father in the building. My man, the OG, Dr. Mark Stearns, Flawless Mentality in the building. What's happening with it? Brandy Blake, what's going down with it? Yeah. So it's a lot been going on. It's a lot that then went on this weekend. You know, even though we didn't have no boxing, these fighters live on Twitter and social media now. You know what I'm talking about? These fighters live on Twitter and social media much more than they live in the ring nowadays. And we're going to talk about it. Big Country Omega Red in the building. What's happening with it? So, yeah, we definitely going to get into it. So make sure that y'all hit that like button when you come in the building. Let's definitely talk about it. My man Zulu Lion in the building. What's happening with it? And I see they sending out my notifications very slowly and ain't sending them out at all, really. But like I said, it's a lot going on that I'm definitely going to cook on today. A lot going on. And we only a couple weeks out from finally getting ready, from finally being able to see Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall. Man, I can't wait till that fight go down. I can't wait for that fight to go down. Finally. And the Chris Eubank, also, you got Chris Eubank and you got Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. That shit finna be fire. I'm excited about that fight too. And I know, like I told y'all, everybody was saying, oh, that fight is off. I was the first one that came and told people, man, don't believe that. Eubank father can't talk for him. The fight is still on. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, Brandy. I can't wait till she shuts Savannah Marshall down. And all of that UK hype that she got going on over there. It's finna be a new day. Because, see, they're always trying to put any woman over Clarissa Shields as pound for pound best. Once she go in there and whoop on Savannah Marshall, they're not going to have no choice but to recognize her as the best woman in boxing by far. I don't think Eubank versus Ben ain't this weekend. I don't think it's this weekend. Let me see. When is it? I'll look it up right now. It's later on this month. Yeah, it's later on this month. Let me see. I'll give y'all the date. Oh, damn, it is this weekend. Damn, for real. I did not know that. I did not know that this fight was this weekend. That fight came up hella quick, though. Did them dudes even get time to train like that? Or am I tripping? Because it seemed like they just announced that fight like, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, man, Keto. Man, I hate to hear that Dak is back, Keto. You know I can't stand his side. I mean, he cool as a person. I got to meet him. I got to hang out with him and shit. He cool as a person, but on the field, I can't stand his ass. He's sorry. I don't want his ass to come back. He gonna come back and he gonna get the fucking up right off the rip. I guarantee y'all that. But yeah, Omega, I'm slipping, man. I did not know that Chris Eubank and Conor Benn fight was this weekend. Like, I thought, to tell you the truth, I thought it was probably around the same date as Clarissa Shields or after that. That shit crazy. That's crazy. I did not, man. Damn. We're going to have to talk about that fight, too, because is Chris Eubank even going to make weight for that fight? Is he going to make weight? Man, I don't want to hear nothing about no Dak being back. That sorry ass. Man, his sorry ass. Dak will be motivated. Yeah, all right. Dak know it's not no quarterback competition because, you know, they paying him all that money. They ain't got no choice but to play his sorry ass. You feel me? They don't have no choice but to play his sorry ass. Man, they sure ain't sending out my notifications today. I damn sure see that. They barely sending out any of my notifications today. Kirk McCall said Eubank look in shape. I ain't seen him. But they ain't really had time to train for that fight like that. I know they didn't have more than 4 weeks because they just announced that fight. It was like 2 weeks ago when they had their press conference, and then a couple days after that, Chris Eubank was calling the fight off. I know I ain't been in no goddamn coma. I know time be flying, but shit, time don't fly that goddamn fast. AK-47, what's happening with it? AJ-64 in the building. Ryan Clark, SUP, what's happening with it? Randall Bivens said, what I think about CD Lamb? Oh, man, CD Lamb go hard. CD Lamb, that's my guy, though. You know, but he ain't going to go hard with Dak in there because Dak can't give him the ball. Motherfucker, hell, he too inaccurate. Jerron Ennis a beast. But yeah, so I'm trying to wait till I really start cooking on this shit until more people come in here because they not sending out my notifications like they supposed to. But if not, I'ma just cook and get the fuck up out of here. You dig? Kirk McCall. Nah, you don't think you know that our backup is better than that. He get the ball quicker. I mean, he get rid of the ball a lot more faster. He's a lot more accurate. He can make throws that Dak can't make. You know. I mean, Dak is more mobile than he is, but shit, what that mean if you scared to run? Dak is more mobile, but what does that mean if you scared to run with the ball? Like I said, with Dak, we don't do shit but lose games when we supposed to win. And you see what the difference is when they put Cooper Rush in. Yeah. Yeah, I know they not sending my notifications. I already know. We've been in 10 minutes. There's only 43 people in this motherfucker. They not sending out my notifications today at all. But yeah, it's a lot going on in boxing. A lot of shit going on in boxing. And we got to talk about it. We definitely got to talk about it. The first thing I want to talk about is let's cook on Demetrius Andrade, right? What's happening with a Cassandra, the queen, in the building? So Demetrius Andrade, right? We all know that he's at a point in his career to where ain't nobody giving him no more chances. He went over to the zone. He fought Rudy Poot after Rudy Poot after Rudy Poot over there on the zone, right? He fucked off his chance at PBC way back in the day. You know, he was with HBO. HBO went out of business. And so now Demetrius Andrade, he looked like he's a man with no land, right? He pulled out of he refused to fight Janabek. That would have been a good fight for him. You know, a fight he didn't really want to take that chance on fighting Janabek. So he turned that shit down, right? He pulled out a Zach Parker fight the first time, and he said he had an injury, right? Then he just pulled out of the Zach Parker fight for a second time. This is Demetrius Andrade that we're talking about. He pulled out, and what the reports were saying is that Demetrius Andrade, he said, you know, because that fight was going to a purse bid. Him and Zach Parker was going to a purse bid. So he said, you know what? When he saw how much he was going to make, or the percentage he was going to make from the purse bid, or how low the purse bid was, he said, you know what? I'm not fighting Zach Parker. I'm not fighting him. So he pulled out again, right? He said, don't even worry about taking the purse bid. I'm not fighting him. So he pulled out. That's what? That's 3 fights he didn't pull out of. Back to back to back to back. Now you would think, ain't nobody fucking with him no more. Ain't nobody fucking with him no more. He's done. But David Benavidez wants a name opponent so bad. He wants smoke so bad. David Benavidez got in touch with his manager, Sampson, and Sampson said, look, we're going to offer Demetrius Andrade, we're going to offer him a fight, right? We heard about the lowball offer that he getting offered from that purse bid. We're going to offer him a fight. We want to set up him and David Benavidez this year, right? So I heard that and I said, God damn, that shit fire. That's one of the fights that the boxing fans been asking for. They want to see David Benavidez against a top-level opponent, and they want to see Demetrius Andrade just fight somebody that got a name. This man been a professional for over 14 years, and he still ain't fought nobody. That's crazy. He still ain't fought nobody in 14 years. So people say, you know what? We want to see both of them fight somebody. Benavidez talking about he want all the smoke, but he can't get nobody to fight him. Demetrius Andrade, he doing the same thing, but somebody done pulled up his skirt and exposed his motherfucking clit. Because when he got some smoke, Janabek and Zach Parker, he pulling out of fights, right? But he ain't never pulled out a fight when he was getting all them Rudy Poot ass opponents at the zone. He never pulled out of none of them fights. All easy work. Soon as he gets some real competition, he pull out. So now, for the 3rd time in a row, he got some real competition. Because if Sampson does what he said he gonna do, he said that he wants to offer Demetrius Andrade, he gonna pay him a lot more money than what he was gonna get paid to fight Zach Parker, and he want him to fight David Benavidez. I mean, I think that shit sound great. You know, also, the PBC, they extending the hand to Demetrius Andrade. They're saying that they are willing to work with Demetrius Andrade, and they're inviting him over to the PBC once again for the last time to do business. They saying, come on over, we'll fuck with you. We got a lot of fighters on our stable, and we can make some big fights. We'll do business with you. So, with that being said, Demetrius Andrade, he got a whole lot of choices over there at PBC. He got a whole lot of shit on the table, right? It's a lot of meat on the bone for him over there. What is he going to do? right? Because now it's time. His back is up against the wall. All of that Demetrius Andrade, everybody's scared of him. Boo-boo this and boo-boo that and boo-boo this. Well, now it's no more excuses for boo-boo, right? Ain't no more excuses for boo-boo. He wanted smoke, now he got smoke. So what's he gonna do? It's time. You feel me? So we gonna see. Like I said, it ain't no more excuses. We gonna see if Demetrius Andrade, if he take this offer that PBC is giving him, if he take this David Benavidez fight, if David Benavidez and his manager do what they said they was gonna do, and we gonna see what he gonna do. Because I guarantee you, if he don't, ain't nobody fucking with him. Ain't nobody fucking with Doodoo no more if he don't take this offer up. Real talk. Nah, he's still Doodoo. You know what? I'm calling him Doodoo until he take this offer up. If he don't take this offer up, he gonna end his career with me with his name Doodoo. Right? It ain't Boo-Boo. It's Doodoo. Now, if he take this offer up, then I'll start calling him Boo-Boo again. Yeah, we're going to correct that. It's Doodoo. Doodoo until he take this offer up. And y'all hit the like button. OTB, what's happening with it? Swat Jones, knockout boxing, what it do? Yeah, bless two fish. What's happening with it? Yeah, so until Demetrius Andrade step up to the plate and take this motherfucker offer that they got out here for him, right? I'm calling him Doodoo. He's not, I don't even know who Boo-Boo is. You dig? So, yeah, you turned down Janabek, you turned down Zach Parker 2 times in a row, and now you got Sampson saying that he gonna send you an offer to fight David Benavidez. Hey, ain't no more excuses. If he don't take this, I'm telling y'all, if he don't take this, he might as well hang it up because it's it for him. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? He can hang it up with a lackluster career. And 15 years down the line, you're going to look on his resume and you're going to see nobody, your next door neighbor, his next door neighbor, the African across the street, the motherfucking goddamn Chinese dude across the street, and Vanez Martirosyan. And everybody gonna say, well, they say this guy right here is the best fighter on his whole resume. And then they gonna look up Vanez Martirosyan, and they gonna be like, oh, well, he ain't shit neither. And that's boo-boo. Doodoo. That's gonna be the story of Doodoo Andrade. So he really don't have a choice but to take this offer if they go ahead and send him that offer. And like I said, man, y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Y'all smash on the Lizike. Let me see what this like button is looking like. Let me see what the like button is. Yeah. Y'all got to get the like up. Y'all got to get the like button up. For real. Like real talk, y'all got to get this like button up. Or we could go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, we could try this again tomorrow. Because, dang, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get the like button up. For real. I'm not even finna raise my energy cooking and doing all this shit if y'all can't even come in here and hit the like button. Yeah, y'all got to get the likes up. Real talk. I'm telling y'all. I mean, so for the haters that's in the background that don't want to hit the like button, I'm telling you right now, y'all got to get the likes up. This shit don't make no sense. Dream Chaser, what's happening with it? Ketty Pete 504, what's happening with it? I knockout. They think I'm playing, bro. I'll shut the whole live stream down because I got some other shit I could be doing. You know, I came on here to give y'all, this news and shit. If y'all can't hit the like button, we finna shut this shit down. Real talk. Yeah, I guess they ain't gonna hit the like button. I'm gonna check one more time. If they ain't hit the like button, we gonna try to do this shit again tomorrow. I'm telling y'all, if they can't hit the like button, we gonna go ahead and we gonna shut it down. We gonna have to try to do it and see what we come up with tomorrow. Cause this shit don't make no sense. So I'm gonna tell y'all one more time, man. Hit the like button. Smash the like button. Cause I got a lot of shit to cook on. But hey, we could just shut it down and we could do it tomorrow. Cause the like button for free. Caleb Drip, what's happening with it? My man Box Talk 101 in the building. Oh, you think I'm playing, Omega? Yeah. Yes, sir. James, what's happening with it? My man OTB in the building. What's up with your boy AB, man, OTB? Man, what's up with your boy AB, man? Let me see what the likes is looking like. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's better. And continue to hit the like button. For sure. Continue to hit the like button. But yeah, so in the comments, man, I want y'all to interact in the comments because I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Dudu Andrade is gonna take this offer if he gets sent the offer from David Benavidez and his people? Do y'all think he gonna take the offer? Do y'all think he gonna take the offer? Because at this point, it don't really seem like to me that Demetrius Andrade won't smoke. It don't really. I think that he got too comfortable with fighting just Rudy Poot ass opponent after Rudy Poot after Rudy Poot. I don't really think he want no tough competition. I really don't even think that he believe in himself like he did, when he was at the peak of his career. I think that Demetrius Andrade, he only wanted to fight somebody like Canelo to get a big payday. I really don't think that he want to go in there and test his abilities against a top level A-class fighter, somebody that's dangerous. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But we gonna see because, hey, this is it. This is the final lap for Dudu. If he don't take this shit, he done with. My man, let me see. Ketty Peep say Andrade tripping. KG says, honestly, he said, honestly, Key, he motherfucking better. If not, he needs to go ahead and retire at this point because ain't nobody trying to see it. Right? Real talk. Let me see. Kawhi Elliott, appreciate you. He says, let me see. My man, Flawless Mentality, Mark Stearns, he said, I don't believe he will fight David Benavidez. See, people ain't believing in that shit no more. OTB says, yeah, he going to take his career. He said, yeah, he going to take his career. Don't make it if he doesn't have one more fight with Chris Eubank Jr. Let me see. AJ64 said he ain't getting no younger. Nah, you got to refresh it. It's more likes than that, Randall Bivens. You know what I'm saying? If that shit was the case, I would have been and shut this shit down. I swear to you, I will. You know, it's yeah, the likes is up. They on the likes for sure. I appreciate that. Like I said, the likes is free. Swat Jones said, I don't think Andrade liked the spotlight. He liked being pretty good behind the scenes. He kind of corny, man. He not a dog, in my opinion. Yeah. Trayshawn Edwards says, I think fighters should be penalized for turning down big fights. He said, this shit is getting annoying. Yeah, boy. Yeah, man, this shit really getting annoying, but we gonna see what he do. He don't have no choice but to take this offer or retire. That's pretty much where he at with it now. Now, somebody else I want to talk about, and I'm gonna drop a link. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Like I said, I ain't gonna waste no more time. We just gonna get full blown into it. And I want to talk about AB. Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. So if you want to join, here's the link. Here's the link in the chat. I'm gonna pin the link in the chat, and we're gonna cook for a little bit. Now we really finna get into it, cause I got something to say. Adrien Broner, man. We know Adrien Broner pulled out of his last fight with Omar Figueroa. AB said it was because he gave a long ass speech talking about it. It was his mental health. I got on here and said the nigga was full of shit, that he was still too far over the 140-pound weight limit. That's what I got on here and said. A lot of niggas had a problem with me saying that. No, it's his mental health. It don't have nothing to do with his weight. I said it's bullshit. Adrien Broner, it ain't got nothing to do with mental health. He not in shape, right? He was too far out of shape when he got in camp. He trained for like 7 months, and he still couldn't get the weight down because he be in there half-ass training. Some days he'll go hard. Some days he'll half do it. Now, when he gave his long speech, he said he was going to continue to train. He even put up a picture saying that he was in shape. He would have made the weight. And I said he's full of shit. He a goddamn lie, right? So he said he was going to continue to train. And yeah, I'm going to be world champion again. And he was going to be world champion again, right? When shit going to stop him from being world champion again. At that point, I told everybody, I said, Adrien Broner done with. I said, I think that he's done with. I don't think that Al Haymon, Steven Espinoza, or nobody on the PBC side is messing with him. I think that's a wrap for him. That's what I said. That was my opinion. But to my surprise, he got another chance. Behind the scenes, PBC has been trying to put together a fight between him and Rollie behind the scenes, right? That's the fight that they working on. And I said, man, that's a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a fight for Rollie. That's a hell of a fight for AB. Matter of fact, when you look at the boxing landscape at 140 pounds, because that's where that fight will take place at. If it were to happen, it'll take place at 140. When you look around, that's actually the best opponent for Adrien Broner. The best opponent. To me, you could actually put that fight on pay-per-view and that fight will actually sell. Because both of those fighters can sell themselves outside of the ring. Real talk. Both of them fighters can sell themselves outside of the ring. They can give you a bottle of water and make you think it's Ciroc. Them motherfuckers can sell bottled water and tell you it's Ciroc and you'll believe that shit. Both of them go hard. They the best salesmen in boxing by far. Rollie and AB. And put them together and that shit is fireworks. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the product inside the ring going to look like. me personally, I think Rolly will beat his ass. I mean, you can't tell me that Adrian Broner gonna come in there and put on a hell of a fight until the fight is over and I saw it. Other than that, I don't believe shit he gonna do in the ring. But as far as outside of the ring, he probably, once they get to selling the fight, he'll probably make me believe that he gonna do some shit that he ain't never done before in the ring. And Rolly is the same way. If you hear Rolly talk, you'll think that he's the most dangerous man walking this earth. You feel me? So I was excited about that. But I saw two things that really turned me off. And now I don't even believe that Adrien Broner will make it to a Rolly fight. I don't think he'll make it to a Rolly fight. And I'm going to tell y'all why. The first thing I saw is Adrien Broner was on social media calling out Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz from MMA. Nate Diaz had, he had spoke about wanting to come to boxing. I don't know in what capacity. I don't know if he wants to come and do exhibition fights. I don't know if Nate Diaz really want to get in there with some top level competition. But Nate Diaz he damn near 40. So, I mean, he not going to get into boxing in a serious capacity. He might have a couple exhibition bouts. But Nate Diaz spoke about that. The first one to call out Nate Diaz was Adrien Broner. He's saying, he want to welcome Nate Diaz and he want to fight with Nate Diaz. So I'm looking at this shit and I said, this man is talking about a UFC MMA fighter that ain't never been in the boxing ring professionally before, and you calling him out, but you have a fight on the table, right, that they working on for you behind the scenes with Rolly. Your focus should be on getting in shape so you can make probably the biggest fight of your boxing career for now, right? We know the biggest fight of his boxing career was Manny Pacquiao. The next biggest fight for him at this age will be Rolly. Who else they gonna put him in the ring with? Nobody. So I said, man, he should be fucking happy and excited that they trying to work on this fight for him behind the scenes. Like, he should be happy as a motherfucker, but he calling out Nate Diaz. So that let me know right off rip that Adrien Broner, he don't want to have to get in there with no real live fighter, a fighter that he can actually have a chance to losing again to, right? He don't want to put in the work that he got to put in the work in training camp to make 140 pounds, right? So that's the first thing that I saw that turned me off. The next thing I saw, I'm going to show y'all just in case y'all haven't seen it, right? And give me 1 second, because I'm going to show y'all the next thing that I saw that turned me off about Adrien Broner. And really, I gave up with all hope. I gave up all hope with Adrien Broner when I saw this shit. Y'all give me 1 second, though. Okay, so now let me show y'all this shit, right? This is a man that told y'all that wasn't shit gonna stop him. He still was gonna be training. He was gonna be doing this, and he gonna be champion again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll be champion again. Let's see. Now check this out, y'all. He gonna be champion again. What, at heavyweight? Look at this shit. This is him. This weekend. OTB. Yeah, I know you don't want to click that link, OTB. This your boy. So, I'm going to ask y'all again. Was it mental health or was it weight issues? That looked like weight issues to me. Does this look like a man that could fight at 140 pounds? Do it. Hold on. Gina, come here. Does this look like a man that's been working out that could fight at 140 pounds?
No, not at all. Not at all. Look like he's been eating cookies.
Come on, man. That nigga look like he been binge drinking, binge eating, all of that shit. I guarantee you, he probably about 205 right now. Johnny Q said 155. Nigga, I don't know what's wrong with your eyes. If you think this is 155 pounds, you need to get your eyes checked, homie. If you think this is 155 pounds, hey, God, man, I'm just saying. So, like, I don't know, man. All I got to tell Rolly and his people, they better go ahead and start working on a second option because, yeah, AB ain't going to make that shit. He not finna make nowhere near 140. He ain't going to make 147. That's why he's calling out Nate Diaz because it's easy money and he probably don't have to cut down weight. He don't have to cut down no weight. You know, he probably would be able to figure out something with Nate Diaz to fight at 160. That shit just crazy. You know, it's crazy. That man looked like he 205. Now, you know, how long ago was it when he was supposed to fight? Like a month ago? You ain't gaining that much motherfucking weight in a month. If he was really gonna make 140 pounds, ain't nobody putting on 60 pounds in goddamn 3 weeks. Ain't nobody putting on that much of weight. And then you supposedly in the gym training. Ain't no motherfucking way. That's what I'm telling you. You know when AB is training because he finna post it on Instagram every second. He's just, I don't know. I don't know why people want to argue with me and, oh man, AB gonna be champion again. You had niggas that was arguing with me telling me he was gonna get in the hand, he was gonna get in the ring, he was gonna knock out Omar Figueroa, and he was gonna let his hands go again. Come on, man. Like, this is, and I fuck with AB heavy, but let's just keep it 100. That shit's ridiculous right there. That's pitiful. So yeah, I'm not really believing that Adrien Broner's gonna make it to a Rolly fight, a motherfucking nobody fight. He not gonna make it to nobody fight. So yeah, I mean, you know, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Yeah, Cassandra, I wish that was Photoshop. For Adrien Broner's sake, I wish that picture was Photoshop. I really do. But y'all hit the like, y'all smash on the like button. Like I said, smash on the like button. It don't cost you nothing to smash on the like button. Let me check and see what these likes is looking like. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. Y'all get the likes up. And I know everybody fuck with AB. I fuck with AB heavy too. But we need to hold him accountable. But more so, the people that's in his corner, right? They need to hold him accountable. They need to hold Adrien Broner accountable. And I got some more news about AB I'm going to come out with, but I'm going to just drop a video on that because I'm not going to really get into it. I'm going to drop a video on it. Voliber said, what pick? I'm going to show you the pick again if you missed it. This is the latest picture of Adrien Broner. So if you missed it, this is the latest picture of Adrien Broner. This is what I'm talking about right there. And, you know, it's like, man, really, I kind of feel bad for AB to keep it 100. Like, real talk, because, man, like, I don't know, man. He just not in a good space. He just not in a good space, but he got to shake that shit off and be more disciplined. And it's like, who the fuck does he have around him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, I really feel bad for him and shit, you know. But I talk the shit to hold him accountable, because any other fighter, we ain't letting slide, right? Any other fighter, we gonna tell it like it is, straight down the middle. But really, you gotta think, like, who the fuck does Adrien Broner have around him? And like, you'll tend to feel sorry for him, but then when you look back at all of the chances that he's had in his career, right? All of the money that he's made, it ain't really no excuse. He did all of that shit to himself. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you want to feel sorry for him, but then when you really look into it, all that shit he did for him, he did to himself. AB he had the opportunity, right, and the privilege of being rich at a very, very young age. Then down the line, when he got older, he had another opportunity of even being more rich when they put him in the ring with motherfucking Manny Pacquiao. Him and Manny Pacquiao did what? Like 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Made a lot of money off of that Manny Pacquiao fight, right? And at that point in time, like, you had been through being young and blowing money and all of that. So at that point in time, you should have sit the fuck down and knew what to do with your money. But what did you do after the Manny Pacquiao fight? You sat down and you said you retired. You ain't need to fight no more. And you acted a bigger fool than you did before the Manny Pacquiao fight, because they gave you all of that money. You got in more trouble and you ran around acting a bigger fool. And so it's like, man, you cannot really just feel sorry for him, because he's had chance after chance after chance. You got to ask yourself, if they gave you all the opportunities that they gave Adrien Broner, what would you do with those opportunities? My man Box Talk says, I can't speak for Broner and his side, but I know from Rollie's side and his manager, Louise, they are wanting to make the fight happen. If Broner decides to look the other way, that's going to be disappointing. It's going to be disappointing for his ass, because he's not going to get another chance. He's not going to get another chance if Broner blows this shit and look the other way. He don't have no other ways to look. Nate Diaz and them ain't thinking about no motherfucking Adrien Broner. I guarantee you that. But this shit is pitiful. It's crazy. J.A. Dixon says, I've been saying it for years. AB needs therapy and a good group around him, because he's not well. He's not well, and anyone trying to fight him know he a hoe. You can't, it's not for a fighter to look out for AB, right? So I'm not going to call another fighter that want to fight AB or that's putting the fight on the table, right, to make some money, a hoe, because it's not up to them to look out for him. It's up for himself to look out for him. You know what I'm saying? And if he can't be professional enough to be disciplined, that's his fault. Yeah, Robert Garcia reached his hand out, and he offered to help Adrien Broner and said, look, we'll welcome you over here just to be in the atmosphere with a lot of top-notch fighters that are disciplined, that do things right. We would love to have AB over here. He ain't jumped because he wanna. I'm telling y'all the truth. He's too undisciplined now, and he's sitting up in the hotel, drinking every night again, fucking off, eating bad and all that shit, man. He got to get it together. It ain't like that. He don't have, outlets where he could go to. He got enough money still to where he get up and go out there and fuck with Robert Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He can do certain things that the regular, average, everyday person can't do. So it's too many avenues that he has to fix the shit that he got going on, but he's too comfortable laying up, laying around, fucking off. And it's crazy, man. On some serious shit, it's crazy. Lower to the game, what's happening with it, Cormier East? Man, OTB, man. Also on a serious note, this is this your people, man. Out the natty. What's going on?
Man, shit, he don't want that shit no more. He made it clear to us. One, I just ask everybody to remember what Omar Figueroa looked like in his last fight. You know what I mean? I felt like AB could have beat him fat. Like, shit, you could have beat him fat. He was in that bad of shape. You know what I mean? This wasn't the best Omar Figueroa. This was him really looking probably the second worst that you've ever seen him look in his career. And shit, the Nate Diaz shit said it all to me. We'll never see him fight, A-level competition again. And I think that he making that obvious to us, you know what I mean? So as far as the potential, we all know about the potential that AB had. We know about the opportunities that he blew, but go ahead, get that showbiz money, man. I guess put him on the Jake Paul card. Shit, him and Jake Paul and them, that's where he headed to me.
Man, the thing is you got a Rollie fight on the table. That's the fight that they trying to work. Like, they don't get no bigger than that.
Fight. Yeah, that's a big fight too. When you talk about Rollie at his peak, Rollie coming off the biggest fight of his career. You understand?
Right. So that's a big mega fight, and like I said, that's potentially a pay-per-view card. You get a chance to headline a pay-per-view event again.
Facts.
And you sitting over here laying in the bed looking like you are 205 pounds that fast when you're supposed to be training and getting your shit right. But see, I tried to tell people, and you heard me say this, OTB.
Yeah, gotta say that's what I mean.
When he came and he started complaining about, oh man, who the fuck gotta have a 6-month training camp? That let me know right there. You want to be somewhere eating bad, fucking off, because you complaining about having to go to the gym and training. Nigga, motherfucker, I get up and do that shit every motherfucking morning, bro, and I'm not getting paid millions. I'm not getting paid a dime to do it. It's a whole bunch of people that get up and go to the gym every morning, but this man is complaining that he got to get up and go to the gym for 6 months, right? And you finna get paid a few $1 million to do it. Not only that, he got an offer from Eddie Hearn, one for $2 million and one for $2.5 million, right? One was to fight Conor Benn. The other one was to fight it was Conor Benn and it was who was it? It was Conor Benn and damn, I'm the one that put the motherfucking news out, and I didn't forgot who the other fighter was. It was Conor Benn and
Montana Love.
Montana Love, yeah, you're right.
It was Montana Love.
So it was $2 million for Conor Benn. It was $2 million for Montana Love, and it was $2.5 million for Conor Benn, right?
Right.
He turned that down. He posted it on social media, laughed at Eddie Hearn, and basically said, nigga, what the fuck? I'm not fighting for that. Like, I get way more than that. I've been fighting for that. And laughed in his face. And just the shit that he do, it's like you want to feel sorry for him. But then when you go back and look at it, I'm not feeling sorry for a nigga like that.
Yeah, that's a rock and a hard place.
How can I feel sorry for a nigga like that? This nigga turning down $2.5 million offers and laughing at the shit. Laughing.
And And
I
both of them
I
winnable
can't,
fights if he's at his best. But I think that these is just clear indications, bro, that he know that he ain't me. We'll never see him at his best again. You know what I mean? So he's not gonna entertain that. And the best way for him to not entertain it is to be AB about the shit.
And so, man, like you got the Rolly fight on the table, man, and he hasn't said one thing about Rolly, right? He ain't said one thing about Rolly, but you're talking about Nate Diaz. Like Nate Diaz is not paying attention to no motherfucking Adrien Broner. They're not finna set up no event for you and Nate Diaz to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you don't have no more motherfucking string left, right? With Al Heyman, Showtime, and the PBC. I'm pretty sure they about sick of his ass. But they looking at the dollar sign, and they're smart enough businessmen to know if we put him with Rolly,
right?
You know what I'm saying? We put him with Rolly. Hey, that shit finna be fireworks.
And that's a fight that boosts both of their aura and keep them both relevant. If you can get a good performance out of him, you know what I mean? If you can get him to make weight and get a good performance, but shit, when I seen him on Queens Flip, he act like he snuffed at that shit. I ain't fucking with dude. I ain't fucking with dude. Like, yeah, I mean, but you never know. AB is smart. You understand? That's one thing I gotta give him. He a smart motherfucker when it comes to his business. So shit,
I can't
the
say
only
that, bro.
reason that we might be
I
seeing
can't say
him,
that he's smart when it comes to business, because as far as I never heard AB talking about any business ventures that he's got outside of boxing. You know what I'm talking about? Like real talk. You know, do you know any businesses that he has outside of boxing? Because he done made millions and millions and millions.
he own a club and a bar. He own a club and a bar. He own a few things, but shit. It's about billions for me. It was the Robert Easter check for me. It was him keeping Rashid Warren. With all of them coming up like that, you understand, and you being the least successful as far as amateur background was concerned. You know what I mean? It ain't like AB was highly successful. Rashid was. You understand? Rashid was a 3-time Olympian. So,
but see, AB wasn't successful because what'd he do? He fucked it off.
Yeah, he did fuck it off, but just being able to accomplish it. You understand? When you can accomplish that, then I have to give you the credit because I mean, I come from the same streets he do. So
I mean, yeah, but a lot of that was the way that they built him and carried him to. A lot they did. You see, we always talk about what AB did for PBC, but they did a lot of shit for AB. Al Heyman did a lot of shit for AB when you really want to think about it. All them motherfucking Rudy Poos, he got to fight for vacant titles and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when he was losing again, they will always find him a big fight and put him in a big fight to give him a chance.
To lose 3 fights and get Pacquiao. He lost 3 fights and got Pacquiao. Like, damn,
bro,
how you pull that up?
They did a lot for AB. Like, AB really didn't have to go down the hard road. If you like, let's keep it 100. He ain't really had to fight dogs. You know what I'm saying? When he was getting his titles and shit. He'd fight motherfucking Gavin Reese's and Escobedos and fucking and you know what I'm saying?
And fighting them all at home. So
yeah, so
a lot of them fights you go back and look was in Cincinnati.
They kind of paved the road for him to be a superstar. And all he had to do was stay disciplined, stay focused, and follow that path that they paid for him. They basically gave it to him. Like they seen you got the charisma. Like, well, we fucking with you because you got the personality that don't nobody else in boxing have right now. We're going to go ahead and lay it out for you. We're going to pave the easy map. All you got to do is stay on track. And he ain't do that, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Because if you look at, he ain't have to fight he didn't have to fight near the tough competition coming up like a Floyd did. You know what I'm saying? And some of these dudes had to fight.
Yeah, Al definitely looked out for him. I ain't gonna say Al ain't look out for him, but y'all know why that is. You know what I mean? Shit, that's
Yeah.
an Ohio thing.
Yeah, so Ohio thing. That's what I'm saying.
And I
Al
respect
did
Al.
so much for.
Yeah,
Al did so much for AB. He did so much for AB, man, and but
yeah, I
yeah,
definitely
man.
agree with you there. And as much as AB, put the asses in the seats, you understand? To not have the fights and to not have a career, but have that much potential, like shit. Y'all know, like shit, it's filming AB fighting on the front foot, the back foot. Shit, when he was at his best, AB was damn near close to dominant. You understand? I ain't gonna not say that, but so when you see where it's at now, I can't do nothing but agree with you, bro. I can't disagree with you there. I was disappointed just to see the shit, to hear the shit, like to see his career get to a point where you got to pitch a fight with Nate Diaz. Not Nate Diaz, and I'm saying your name, goddamn it, but you got to pitch this fight with Nate Diaz.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy, bro. Box Talk, what's happening with it?
What's up? What's up, man? Let me know if it gets a little too loud. I'm over here at Girl Collection right now.
Oh, you in Mayweather Club right now?
Just play.
Hey, that shit look clean though. Hey,
yeah, it's the hell shot clean.
Man, did you see the picture that I put up at AB?
Yeah, so I saw when he posted it because I sent it to Rollie right away. He's like, "Man, I'm about to call Louis."
Bro, I'm gonna tell Rollie them look in a different direction because that ain't happening, dog.
Because I saw when he called out Nate Diaz, and I was like, "Yo, did you see that this dude called out?" And he was at the gym. He had just gotten to the gym. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to work out. I'm gonna fucking call Louis after this and see what's going on." Because I know they want to make that fight.
You talking about Louis DeCubas?
Yeah, Louis the Cuba. That's Rollie's manager.
Okay, dope. Yeah. Louis, he gets shit done too. He a big hitter in the game. He's big time in the game. Louis gets shit done. So it's like, bro, I mean, what do y'all think about that shit? What does Rollie think about that shit? Does that get him alarmed? Like, I might need to look in a different direction?
No, because his mindset is, I'm going to train as if I'm fighting this guy. Whoever the fuck I'm fighting, I'm going to train either way. Because the date that he's kind of thinking it sounds like January. So he's all, hey, maybe he has time to lose the weight. Maybe he doesn't. But I'm gonna train as if I'm fighting in January. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
And he is down there with Kevin Cunningham, which, to me, he looked the best ever when he was with Kevin Cunningham. Man.
OTB, where is he down with Kevin Cunningham looking like that? I can't. He might have been with Kevin Cunningham, but he ain't with Kevin Cunningham looking like that, dog.
That's where he at now. That's where
Kevin Cunningham ain't going for that shit.
That's where he at now.
Man, I don't know, man. That shit, that to me, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't see him getting in the ring with Rollie because I don't see him staying disciplined long enough to make the weight. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. And then you got Thanksgiving around the corner. If they talking about January, you got Christmas around the corner. You think motherfucking Adrien Broner can stay disciplined over those period of time? Like, real talk. You think that Adrien Broner, you got Thanksgiving, Christmas, all these holidays coming up, New Year's, as much as AB like to fuck off, you think that he can stay disciplined enough to have a fight sometime in January and make one for man? Ain't no way. It ain't no way. If right now, if we could make a bet, I bet the house on he wouldn't make that shit. I would. But anybody else want to put any more input on this or got anything else to say before I move on?
Man, no, bro.
I would just be really disappointed if it didn't happen, man, because obviously I'm gonna be there if it happens, and I'm like, yo, I want to be there. You know what I mean? That I feel like the environment would be dope. And I know Rollie himself, he don't have nothing good to say. He don't have nothing but good things to say about AB. So I feel like if they did come to terms and agree on it, he would be very dependent on like AB making the weight, like, hey bro, you told me you were gonna make weight. And then if he doesn't, for whatever reason, like shit can go south real quick. But I know they got a mutual respect for each other, so I'm hoping they can figure it out.
And AB defense, he had the Pacquiao fight in January.
Huh?
I say he had the Pacquiao fight in January, so he done made yeah, I mean he done did it around the
Yeah,
holidays
he did.
before.
But I think that Adrien Broner has got
That was
10 times
47
more
too.
undisciplined since then.
Yeah, and that was
He done
47
got a
too.
lot worse since then. You know what I'm saying? And the older you get, and the more you start doing shit and doing it and doing it and doing, you get stuck in your ways. But I mean, I would, man, I really hope he do. Like I said, man, I want him to get his shit together and to get right. But it's like, man, I really don't believe it no more. I don't really believe he will. I hope he can prove me wrong, though. I really
And
hope he can prove me wrong.
that's a bounce back caliber fight, though. Yeah, I mean,
And if he wants to, yeah, exactly, OTB. Like if he
Yeah.
wants to come back and get a fight where, you know, some people, I'm not gonna say it, but I know a lot of people say realistically, AB can win this fight. You know, not everybody's gonna think that, but I know there's
I don't
gonna be
think
enough
so.
people that can think that. You know,
Nah,
like
of
hey, AB
course,
can
I
beat this
think
guy.
so.
I don't think so, though. I think that I just don't. Yeah, nah. I don't think.
I mean, I don't think so, but I'm also not in that boat of like people who think Rolly are trash, because there's a lot of people who think Rolly is trash. You know,
Rolly is too.
I don't think he's trash. I think
young.
he's getting better.
Rolly is too young. He's way too active for AB. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's a bad stylistic matchup for AB, because Rolly gonna come in there, he going straight for it. He going straight after you. He throwing a lot of punches. He's not gonna stop pressing you. And AB, that's like his worst kryptonite, because all he gonna try to do is hold you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to fight off the back foot and catch you with a check hook. That's pretty much all he gonna do. Try to catch you with a check hook, hold. You know what I'm saying? Grab you, grapple you, and you ain't gonna be able to grapple Rolly like that, because that's Rolly game.
yeah,
No,
he's not gonna make it easy for you.
You know, AB do a lot of holding and grappling. Okay, that's right up his alley.
Yeah, Rolly gonna toss your ass to the ground. He didn't do judo for no reason.
And he's too explosive for Adrien Broner now. He just got that young, energetic shit. And he probably going to be way stronger at 140 pounds, because Rolly cut a lot of weight. He cuts a lot of weight to get to 135. I mean, Box Talk probably know a lot more than I do.
Yeah, he big, too. You can see it in his body frame.
Rolly got a big body frame for that weight, man. So he gonna be a lot stronger at 140. And AB ain't gonna be able to do all that grappling with him like he do with everybody else. You feel me? And that wild, like my man Jermaine Bean said, that wild pressure that Rolly put on you, AB can't deal with that type of shit. I've seen it. Like that's a style matchup that's bad for AB. AB got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, get in the rhythm. Be in the ring with somebody to let him fight at his pace.
And it's just like the Maidana pressure. It's very unorthodox. You understand? And when they swing, they gonna line your ass up if you there long enough. And AB not being the most active fighter. My only thing in that fight would be, as Rolly fixed some of the things the stepping with his jab, you understand? Because a lot of that type of shit, him not setting his punches up as well, his punch placement within the punch, a lot of that shit right there is what's gonna keep AB alive. And when you talk about the experience of an Adrien Broner, you understand, and then the in the ring aspect of it, you understand, you have to fix some of them deficiencies.
Well,
for me to
my
really get
whole thing, right, is when you look at AB, his last fight against Gervonta Santiago, he looked very he you know, because AB was known for having fast, explosive hands, right? He looked very lethargic. He looked very slow. He don't hit that hand speed that he once had.
Yeah,
he ain't got that shit no more, dog. I mean, he probably got some hand speed, but he don't got that shit like he had no more. In the way that he trains, I'm telling y'all, I've been telling people this shit for years. The way that he trains, you see that shit in the ring. He and then he rests and walk around and look up in the air and you know what I'm saying? Rest again, walk around. He trained in spurts and he don't really go hard like that. Like he'll go hard for a spurt and then he'll walk around and rest for 30 minutes. He work for a minute, rest for 30 minutes. Work for, you know what I'm saying? Work for another minute, rest for 30 minutes. And he do that shit all throughout his training. And they let him get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They let him get away with it. And you get in the ring with somebody that's young, energetic, that you know what I'm saying. That motherfucker Rollie like an Energizer Bunny, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he damn
He
sure
gonna be
is.
putting pressure on AB, and yeah, he got a lot of respect for AB
And then
because he grew up idolizing AB. But I bet you he don't think AB can fight like that no more. Real talk. Man, they looking at AB as food. They like,
Man, and
this
if
dude
he
ain't got it
take
no more.
AB punch, bro, just
Huh?
imagine he take that punch from AB. He's not quitting coming forward.
I don't think that he gonna have a problem taking a punch from AB because it's like, I mean, we know that AB can thump, but he don't really thump like that no more, bro. I mean, like, who the last person that AB set down?
It's been a while.
Yeah,
he ain't set down nobody since Ashley Theopen, and that motherfucker was
I want to say
garbage.
that was the last one,
and he was garbage.
That was Theopen wasn't shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then before that, he wasn't sitting down nobody. He sat down Emmanuel, what's his name? But that was a flash knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Then he had a flash knockdown against Porter. But who is he really like just putting hurt on? Like, he ain't really put no hurt on nobody since let me see. I gotta go way back.
Gavin Reese, that was the last goddamn it.
Nah, I think it was was it Gavin Reese? Antonio DeMarco. Was the DeMarco fight before Gavin Reese or after?
Before.
DeMarco fight was before?
Yeah.
So it was Gavin Reese.
Let me check though. Make sure.
Or was it? I'm thinking of one more person. Did he beat Abdulev or?
Yeah, he did beat.
Did he knock him? Did he KO him? Did he TKO him?
Let me see when's the last time he got
he did. He did. His last stoppage was Ashley Theopen. After that, it was whatever the fuck his name.
Before that, it was Abdulev.
Yeah, Abdulev.
So Ashley Theopen. And and I mean, come on now. But he's supposed to stop him. Like, that dude was some trash. But I mean, that's what was 2016?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
15. Well, Theopen was 16. Yeah, and Khabib was 15.
Yep, so, that was 15.
So I mean, so then, right? So I mean, I don't see him stopping Rollie, bro. I don't see him stopping nobody. And I'm gonna tell you, to me, a lot of people be like, Rollie some trash, he don't got no skills. It's not that he don't have skills, it's that he's awkward. He didn't come up as a boxer, he came up as a mixed martial artist. So a lot of shit that he do, he awkward. And he uncoordinated. I'm gonna just keep it 100. He's not very coordinated. So it makes him very awkward, but he make that shit work for him. We see how he took off running on the track. That motherfucker Rollie ain't got no type of coordination, but he make it work for him with that awkward shit, right?
And he getting better.
He's much better to me than goddamn Gervonta Santiago. I guarantee you that. Rollie way better than Gervonta Santiago, and he whooped AB.
He getting better to me. That's my thing with Rollie. When I really did watch the tape on him, I mean, if y'all look at that Gervonta Davis and Rollie tape that I got on him, man, he got better. And that's tough to do when your amateur career is happening in front of the world. You understand? That's tough, y'all. So I really did respect Rollie a lot the more I looked at his tape. You understand? And you could see in different ways that he was getting better. And
you know what he got
in that Tank
OTB?
fight, he started working behind that jab. Go ahead, bro.
You know what he got? I noticed he got real quick reflexes.
Yeah.
He does.
He got good reflexes. His instinct, he's very instinctive.
Reflexes.
Yeah, he instinctive as hell. And I'm gonna tell you what,
he's not as easy to hit as people think he is. Like I said, with that Tank shit, he just got wild. He got too overconfident. Like, damn, I'm actually whooping. Like, I'm actually getting with Tank. I didn't hurt this motherfucker. You know, he got wild, forgetting that you still in the ring with Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? You still in the ring with somebody that got fucking bricks in their gloves. And he forgot that shit for that split second, and he paid for that shit. That's really what happened if you want to break it down, because, you know, he hurt Tank a couple times, and Tank was like, the motherfucker hit hard. Tank said, like, yeah, he you know what I'm saying? He caught me a couple times with some shit I felt.
And everybody says that. Everybody always thinks, bro, he's the easiest guy to deal with. until you actually get in there with him, and then they're like, oh shit, there's way more to him than I thought.
Yeah, man, I can see that shit. Like OTB was saying, he saw it when he broke down the film, you know?
Yeah, you can see it. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. You can see him getting better. And when you think about the fact, that's why I kept emphasizing that he ain't had no amateur career. Yeah, I mean, so like, man, that's impressive when you goddamn it fighting when you fighting your amateur career in front of the world. For him to be what I think it was 12, 14 fights before he fought Tank. You know what I mean? And then
like 14, I think.
yeah, and coming off of that loss, you understand, before then we had seen him fight, and then against the kid in the red shorts, you seen him start to try and box. You understand? So to see him really lose grips of when he put them both together. That's all I seen him doing that fight. I seen him making himself box, and then he lost it when the fight was about to break out, and he just lost the fight. But now, yeah, I mean, shit, who's to say where Rolly can be in 20 fights? Let's remember, yeah, I mean, Ryan Garcia ain't but 20 fights in. And we said that he just wasn't gonna get no better. It just looked like he wasn't and couldn't get no better. But Joe Goosen put him together. And one thing I will say also is it made me really respect Bullet, man. At first, I didn't know Bullet as a trainer, but the more you see, you know what I mean, how much Rolly was improving, and you seen work behind that jab in that Tank fight, where Tank have to actually set the trap and he don't walk straight into the trap, because a lot of people think he just walked straight into it, but Tank set him up when he kept turning him the whole time. So, you know what I mean, for a boxer who having success, like bro said, the more success he had, the more he wanted to get on that front foot, and he was losing case of him boxing. But you know what I mean? As far as that go, man, I was impressed, man. I can't wait to see the rest of Rolly career and how he developed.
Yeah, right, man. I agree. My man, Sweet Science Examiner says 100. He says Rolando has that judo skills too. Unless you're trying to, he said, unless you're tying him up. He said, wait, hold on. He said judo skills too. So unless you're tying him up with the intentions of firing off with your own inside fighting in the process, he said you're gonna have major problems. Yeah, you will. And the thing about Adrien Broner, what he just said, unless you tie him up right with the intentions of throwing your own shots, AB don't do that. He tie you up because he's in survival mode. He tie you up to make you stop punching, right? That's what he does. He do a lot of that shit, you know. And you really never see AB tie you up to basically get his own shit off in the inside. He just on some survival shit.
Yeah, I've always told everybody that you got to remember Rolly's, he's learning on the job, man. He had like less than 30 amateur fights. He did judo before that for a long time. He was very good at judo. He won hella national titles in judo. Him and his sister beat up Ronda Rousey's sister. So that was their thing. Yeah, they did judo for a really long time. They won like everything there was to win in their fucking, I don't know how that shit works, their amateur thing, whatever. But they did it all. And then he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna try this boxing shit.
Yeah.
Because his dad was a boxer in Cuba.
Yeah, man. So, J.A. Dixon said ETB is Rolly a pay-per-view fighter now. Will he be on Tank's next undercard? Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? As far as being a pay-per-view fighter, we see what boxing is now, right? It's about what you can sell. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you can sell.
And if nothing else, we know Rolly gonna sell.
He know how to sell himself. He know how to sell. That's just like saying, right? I mean, what is a pay-per-view fighter to you nowadays? They put Tank on pay-per-view every fight. Why do they put Tank on pay-per-view? Because he can sell. They don't put him in there because he fighting the best competition and the fights is just fire. You know what I'm saying? It like they putting Tank in there like on some Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler type shit, and it need to be on pay-per-view. No, they put Tank on pay-per-view because he can sell. Motherfucking is goddamn. I mean, because those ain't pay-per-view fights. They're not pay-per-view fights. None of those fights that Tank been in on pay-per-view are pay-per-view fights. But you know what? One thing I can say about the Rolly fight. Rolly made that shit a pay-per-view fight because when you go look at what they sold, I believe the numbers that he did with Rolly was the best numbers to date.
Yeah, they broke the record at the Barclays.
Right.
Yeah.
So that tell you that he had somebody that was able to sell right along with him.
And to sell himself. Yeah, I mean,
he sold himself. That mouthpiece, bro. You need a mouthpiece.
Ain't lying.
That's why
gotta give him the credit for that.
I mean, Adrien Broner had lost to fucking everybody good he been in the ring with, but they put him in there with Manny Pacquiao because they was like, okay, we need to put Manny Pacquiao with somebody right now that can sell. And Adrien Broner gonna talk that shit and he can sell. That's just what it is. You know, boxing is watered down now. It's entertainment now more so. Than straight, you know, dog shit like it was. You know what I'm saying? Boxing used to be, you know.
These gotta be the Friday fights. Yeah, I mean, give me them on Friday. Give me that type of shit on Friday. Jake Paul, all of that type shit. Give me that on Friday. Saturday.
Emmanuel Pettigrew, what's happening with it? Salute. But yeah, man, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, if my answer is no, he ain't gonna make it. But we'll see. I hope he do. But let's move on. Let's move on, man. Let's move on to this next thing I want to talk about. Man, Gervonta Davis. Once again, Gervonta Davis, man, he feels some type of way about Floyd Mayweather. So he gets on social media and he gets to tweeting again, right? But what does Tank do? Knockout Boxing 86 TV if you're still in the building. What does Tank Davis do every time he get to feeling some type of way about somebody and get to tweeting? Well, he sure don't stand on this shit like a man because he immediately takes the shit down. He immediately takes the shit down. And I've been saying this whole time, if you gonna grab your motherfucking phone, your iPad, your computer, whatever the fuck you get on, and you're gonna tweet something or say something to somebody or clown somebody or whatever you do, why you gotta run and take it back down? First of all, people already done seen it, dumb. Motherfuckers gonna see that shit and screenshot it, and then you too late.
I screenshot
it. Yeah, so like, why do you do shit like that and then hurry up? Oh, I gotta hurry up and take this down. Like, if you gonna do shit like that, it's either you do it and you stand on it, or shut the fuck up and don't do it at all. It's just easy as that. No, it was not a troll account. It was Gervonta Davis's real account.
Yeah, it was his real account.
Yeah,
just like all the other tweets.
Ain't no way around it.
He takes down. Now, y'all remember Floyd when Floyd posted this picture? I don't know. He was in Amsterdam or wherever Floyd was. What, right?
In Russia.
Well, Tank Davis, he posts this picture of Floyd. You know what I'm saying? This is what Tank Davis posts. And he clowning Floyd with a gang of laughing emojis and shit, you know. But then he takes it down. Now, obviously, Tank feeling some type of, obviously, we know, and I told people this a long time ago, right? I made a video and I was showing throughout the history of how Floyd and Tank don't really fuck with each other. You dig what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I could put that. Right there, yeah.
Fuck on Shouty daughter. Hell nah, he ain't never fuck with Shouty
so yeah, I made a video and I was telling people, like, you know, Tank really don't fuck with Floyd, and Floyd don't ever want to see Tank Davis surpass him, right, in his career. And you know, niggas got to crying, talking about, oh man, you hating, you trying to start shit, and I'm just giving y'all the info. But you know, I don't really worry about none of that shit. But now once again, you see Gervonta Davis throwing shots at Floyd.
Bro, why he had to give him ashy knees though? That's fucked up.
Right, gave that man ashy knees and all, right?
Man.
Right?
Yeah. That's
now,
fucked up.
Tank fucks with Leonard Ellaby, not Floyd. But not only that, we know we got this Ryan Garcia shit looming, right? Ryan Garcia comes out and he tells Tank Davis, you know, where's your pen? Sign the contract. Now he's alluding to they sent Gervonta Davis a contract, or Gervonta Davis has a contract on the table and he's not signing it. Well, I don't know how that's the case, because if Tank has a contract, it would be from his side, the PBC, Showtime. Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia can't send Tank shit. That's what we do know. So I don't know what the hell Ryan Garcia is talking about. When I really think about the situation, Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia, they can't send Tank shit. They're not in charge of nothing with Gervonta Davis.
Well, remember Eddie Hearn, just before, when he thought Tank was a free agent, he tried to sign Tank and they sent him a cease and desist on Tank. And
Right.
he was talking shit. Yeah, man.
So can't nobody send Tank nothing. But I got some more information. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all can cook. I got some more information. I'm gonna let y'all know. But give me 1 second.
Yeah, I just think that that's crazy because, goddamn it, them two been beefing, man. And shit, we all know what that shit about. Shit, he fucked on Shorty daughter. Shit, you fucked on my daughter. I can't never, you know what I mean? I might not have your best interest at heart neither. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit, but as far as his career go, what I took from it, bro, was I'm negative $2,000. Fuck you, negative 2 bands, man. Now for that, I gotta, hey, he said he was negative 2 bands. Fuck
Wait,
his
say that again. Repeat that. Wait, who said what?
He was negative 2 bands. He said my account negative $2,000. Fuck Floyd or some shit like that. Like, and posted that picture.
Not this one, right?
Shit, I seen that shit on that one.
What happened? He said my account negative $2,000.
Yeah, that's what all this shit was about. That's why this shit came like it came out of nowhere. This shit was because this shit was his account was negative.
Well, check this out, y'all.
And
Karma, I see you, Queen.
I'd have been pissed too.
She say, but Tank a star. I mean, Tank Davis, you know, Tank Davis is the biggest star in boxing. All these other guys, they worried about what Tank Davis did. We don't need to be worrying about no Vasil Lomachenko or none of these other guys, because Tank Davis is the biggest attraction in boxing, and we got the blueprint for Tank. And yeah, Tank. Hold on, Tank. No, I got this, Tank. Tank, you don't need to worry about what none of these other guys are doing. You know, just listen to us, Tank. We got the blueprint for Tank, because Tank is the biggest star in boxing. You know, but Mr. Tank is the biggest star in boxing. He also came out and he said that he's a free agent. He is not signed to a single soul. See, not signed to a single soul. Now let's talk about this, because every time we go live, what does everybody say? It's because of Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe. Floyd and Leonard ain't gonna let Tank do that. Nah, if it wasn't for Floyd and Leonard, Tank needs to fight such and such. Well, if it wasn't for Floyd and Leonard, Floyd and Leonard holding Tank back. Let me tell y'all again. Tank Davis came out and he says that he is not signed to a single soul. Nobody. What does a single soul mean? Keith Sweat. Nobody, baby. Yeah, nobody. He ain't signed to nobody. He a free agent. This is what Tank is saying. Now, I'm confused, because if you hear Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather, they still speaking for Tank. They still telling you that my fighter this and my fighter that. Oscar De La Hoya, he told us, hey, I'm still waiting to hear from Floyd Mayweather so we can get the ball rolling on this Tank and Ryan Garcia fight. I need to hear from Floyd. Leonard Ellerbe was asked, is Tank still with you? Absolutely. 100%. So I'm getting confused. And then when I heard Gervonta Davis do an interview with Coach Calvin and all them over there in the gym when he was in the office, he said he just waiting for them to tell him who his next opponent gonna be, what the next fight is. Coach Calvin said Gervonta Davis is a company man. He's a company man. He just gets the fighter and he gives the okay, and he go ahead and get in the ring. He do whatever they tell him to do. This is what Coach Calvin just said a couple weeks ago. Steven Espinoza came out and he says that Gervonta Davis is with Showtime, exclusively with Showtime, to where not promotional wise, but he has to fight, they got a deal to where he have all his fights under Showtime. But Tank is saying, nah, I ain't signed to nobody, not a single soul. Tank just came out, what was it, a week and a half ago, and was complaining on Twitter, talking about he went and asked the lawyer, Mayweather's lawyer, why would you put somebody in a contract like this? Why would you have somebody sign a contract like this? So it's all type of confusion. So all of that, when you hear all of that, it leads to Gervonta Davis is with Showtime and he's still promoted by TMT Promotions. But he's telling y'all, nah, I'm my own motherfucking boss. I'm not signed to nobody. Somebody lying here. Somebody's lying. Is either Tank Davis is lying or Leonard and Floyd is still out there capping. Somebody is motherfucking capping. Who is it? What's the case? I'm confused, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm motherfucking confused.
I ain't, man. I don't think he can get out of that motherfucker. I don't think he shit. Yeah, I don't think he can get out of it.
I know Box Talk knows something, but I ain't gonna put him on the spot like that. Cause I can see him smiling down there. I know he know, but I'm not.
I'm telling you, man. Like I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out. I can't. I don't want to slip. So
yeah. I'm not finna put him on the spot like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, he's a businessman himself, and he got business that he needs to take care of, and he have certain things he can't say. But I'm confused. I don't know what Box Talk know. I'm not finna pretend like I know what he know. But some shit ain't adding up to me. I know that this shit ain't adding up. They saying one thing, you saying another thing. And the way you was talking and the way your coach was talking, you're not a free agent. You are signed to somebody. That's just what I'm saying. That's what I'm speculating. But from what Calvin was saying is we company man and we just do what we told to do. Don't put him on the spot like that, Cassandra.
That's the same shit Ellerbe said, though. Yeah,
man,
that's the same. That followed the suit of what Ellerbe been saying the whole time.
Yeah, and so it's like, right, we know that you are with Showtime in some capacity, right? That's what we do know. We also know that you are advised by Al Heyman. That's another thing we do know. But what we see is Leonard Ellerbe still speaking for Tank. I don't know what the fuck going on. I really don't know what's going on, but it's like he's saying I can't say that he lying, but he said he ain't signed to a single soul. A single soul means that you're not signed to Showtime neither.
Man.
So Steven Espinoza said that, yeah, you got, that they got you under I guess you would say a network, to where you have a agreement to where you sign to fight on their network. Now, like I said, a lot of shit is confusing because they saying one thing and he's saying another. if you ain't signed to a single soul, well, excuse me, my bad. You not signed to a single soul. Well, let's talk about it then, right? Because we just gonna go off of what Gervonta Davis himself said. And see, when you when it's really smoke, knockout ain't nowhere to be found. Money Brown ain't nowhere to be found when it's real smoke going on, right? Now, he said that he ain't signed to a single soul. So that means that Gervonta can go to Top Rank if he needs some smoke. He can go to the zone and take a fight over there if it's some smoke over there. PBC, he can go wherever the fuck he want to go, and it ain't no excuses to make some of these fights happen. All he need is the other promoter to say, yeah, we'll come over here and we'll let you take a one-fight deal, and the other fighter willing to fight him. And he ain't called nobody bluff yet. So if he don't get the Ryan Garcia fight, if that shit don't happen, matter of fact, you know what? It shouldn't even be a problem to make the Ryan Garcia fight happen because he ain't signed with nobody.
Ain't signed to nobody.
He ain't signed with nobody. So what's the problem?
Man,
the Ryan Garcia fight should be 100% on. He can go get the bread. He could go over there and fight on DAZN and fuck with Golden Boy.
Last time we was talking this shit, they sent Eddie Hearn them a cease and desist. So shit, that tell you, bro, if you can send a person a cease and desist about your client, that's still your client. That's still your client.
I'm just saying, bro. Like you got to make this make sense. If you're not signed to a single soul, that means any fight shouldn't be difficult to make, right? You can go over there. Now you can go over there to Golden Boy and DAZN. Ain't no need for them to be fighting to see what the split is. If you ain't signed to a single soul, you can go do a one-fight deal with DAZN, get that bag with you and Ryan Garcia, and let them do what they want to do. If you not signed to a single soul.
Facts, you
That's
definitely
a
big enough name.
Like that, when you say shit like that, you got to be able to stand on your word and let your word be your word. And that shit got to be the truth. Because if that's not the truth, now you out here lying again, Tank. You telling lies again if that's not the truth. And I don't want to call that man no liar again. And I did have to put again in because he lied originally when he said that
last time about this shit.
Leave Mayweather Promotions, and that was going to be his last fight, the Rollie fight. Then he turned around a couple days later and told another reporter that he never said that. So, yeah, that's a lie. So, I don't understand. Young Billy, what's happening with him? And the link in the chat, the link is pinned in the chat, Young Billy, if you want to hit the link, because I need somebody to give me some motherfucking understanding about this shit that Tank done said and what's really going on. Real talk, because I'm confused. I'm real confused. And y'all hit the like button. Let me see what the likes is looking like.
It looked like he is too. Shit.
Yeah, y'all smash the like button if y'all ain't smashed that like yet. Everybody on this panel right now is confused except for Box Talk. But like I said, we not finna put we gonna let Box Talk sit this one out. I don't know, man. He said, my man, the Sweet Science Examiner said that he wanted to fight the winner of Devin Haney versus Kambosos. So let's see if that happens after October the 15th. When did he say that? When he say that?
Yeah, I ain't know.
I think Haney will probably fight Loma and then move up. So
yeah, Haney gonna fight, but I tell you this. Do y'all think that? Nah, because Bob fuck with Loma too much. I was gonna say, do y'all think that if Tank is a free agent and he is able to go over there to Top Rank for a one-fight deal, that Bob would be willing to make Loma, you know what I'm saying, wait and let Tank and Devin Haney fight for the titles, and then let Loma fight the winner. But nah, he ain't.
Well, the question for me, bro, is do you give that Tank fight if the free agent case is the scenario? Do you give that Tank fight to Loma or Shakur?
You give it to Loma. Well, you give it.
He don't want to give
Bob
it to
Arum.
Loma.
Bob Arum is gonna give it to Loma. I give it to Shakur because, right, and then I'm gonna tell you the reason I give it to Shakur. First of all, Loma is older. He's not gonna get no bigger in his career. We know what he is as far as stardom, and this is where Bob Arum, right? This is where Bob Arum does stupid business, right? He doing all this shit for Lomachenko just because he want to see Lomachenko be undefeated. I mean, undisputed, right?
He loves Lomachenko.
Yeah,
because he loved Lomachenko, right? But with everybody else, he's a motherfucking businessman. When it comes to everybody else, it's business before anything. Now, if you were a businessman, you would give it to Shakur Stevenson because Shakur Stevenson is nowhere near has hit his ceiling yet. Shakur Stevenson is a rising star. Loma is already where he is. He's gonna be. He ain't gonna get no bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's only down from this point with Lomachenko. Shakur Stevenson is up all the way.
Fact.
Devin Haney is up all the way. So the smart business move would be to put Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson in there with each other. Right? And you know, if Bob Arum did that, you know what he'll do? Extend Devin Haney contract longer.
You'll have to.
You know he would. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna do that because when it comes to Loma, it ain't about business. It's about love. That sounds like Jerry Jones to me. that shit sounds like Jerry Jones to me. If y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, that's just what it is.
I don't want to sway from the boxing talk too much, but just real quick, I gotta ask you. Do you guys bench what's his name? Cooper Rush or whatever the fuck his name is for Dak once he comes back or no?
Yeah, fucking idiot does like Jerry Jones.
If it were up to you, you keep him. Keep playing him, right?
Yeah, man, if it was up to me, motherfucking Dak Prescott, he'll be riding that goddamn bench so hard. Dak Prescott would, man, all you need is a clipboard and sit your ass down. That's all you need. If Cooper Rush get hurt, then you can come back in here, but you sit the fuck down, Dak.
Man, now they about to wait for Cooper to at least lose a game or two. Right now, you would split that damn locker room, and the defense run that team.
They already made it clear that Dak is coming back. It ain't no quarterback controversy. Dak is back. That's what it is. They made it clear. Is no quarterback.
They cheddar bob themselves. They just cheddar bob their whole season.
Yeah. I mean,
they had the Kurt Warner story. Y'all remember Kurt Warner?
He pulled Dak Prescott's skirt up and exposed him. But I've been telling people this shit for years.
You've been on Dak.
I've been on his helmet for years. He's not a good quarterback like that. He's a middle of the pack type of quarterback. That's just what he is. But Morgan, they paying him too much money to sit him. And so blue blood in the building. What's happening with it? Blue salute. Yeah, they paying him too much money to sit him. They don't have no choice but to play him.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to throw off the chat or the conversation or nothing. I had to ask. I was curious. I was curious what Cowboys fans are thinking. So,
but back to what we was talking about, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, that's what it is, bro. Why are you not? You know what I'm saying? Why are you saying? Why is Coach Calvin saying you still the company man? And we just waiting for them to tell us who our next fight is. And Gervonta Davis is about the bag. You know what I'm saying? He don't ask for no fights. He don't say nothing. He just, he do what they want him to do, just as long as the bag is good. All that shit sound like to me somebody that signed under somebody.
That should sound like we better get used to him fighting the fights that we've been seeing him fight.
So if you're not signed under nobody right now, you know how to use Twitter very well. Why you ain't calling for all the smoke? Because if you can move freely, you can do what the fuck you want to do. We know that Canelo Alvarez exposed himself, right? When Canelo came out and he says, you know what? Now I'm not signed with anybody. And I remember when he did the interview, he said, now I look forward to making all the fights that I couldn't make before. I'm looking forward to fighting Jamal Charlo and the David Benavidez. He said that shit, right?
That's funny.
and then he faked us out because he showed us that he wasn't signed under nobody when he went and fought Caleb Plant.
And
He did that on his own. Eddie Hearn tried to do everything he could to talk Canelo Alvarez out of doing that because he wanted that shit on his own. But Canelo said, nah, you know what? I do what I want to. I'm not signing nobody. I'll be back. I'll come back and fuck with you, Eddie. What he did, he went, fucked with PBC, got that bag, went back and fucked with Eddie Hearn, right? He had a choice to go do it again. But see, his clitoris got exposed. They said, okay, we're going to give you Jamel Charlo. Oh, that shit sound real good. And we're going to give you even more. We're going to put David Benavidez on the back end. Here the deal is right here. He can sign it. But you know what? Then he got exposed. Nah, I ain't doing that. You know what? Nah. You know what? I'm going to go back over here to the zone. So we know that when you're a free agent and you got a name like Tank Davis does, you can move how you want to move. Canelo could have went over there to Top Rank and fought Bitterbeef if he wanted to. He had plenty of options. All the options in the world.
Facts.
So Tank Davis, he got all the options in the world if he telling the truth. I expect to see him act on that shit.
We done seen this shit too many times, bro. Every time he say this shit, we end up finding out that he's still signing them. And I believe that he finding out that he's still signing them. Once he got them and get to talking shit, and once you end up seeing, and that paperwork end up going out, because I will stand on the fact that they would not be allowed to send Eddie Hearn a cease and desist back then about him. Last time he said he was a free agent. They said, yeah, man, you can't do that unless that fighter still belong to you. Shit. So to me, ain't no point in him even talking that shit. You might as well just wait and let them do what they do. And I feel bad for you if you is getting fucked around and that's the same contract from when you was a kid, because then we got to hold them accountable. But if that's the case, you got to stand on your 10 toes and say that so we can hold that person accountable. Because right now, goddamn it, you between a rock and a hard place, and shit, it looked like you like being there.
My man BL says he not signed to a single soul. He signed to multiple souls. Floyd, Al, etc. Laugh out loud. Nah, but seriously, if he really is a free agent, we can't give him no bail on why he's not fighting big fights. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't continue to use. I'm going off what that man say. If a man tells me something, all I can do is go off of what you tell me, right? So if he want to say he's a free agent, whether it's the lie or it's the truth, he said it. You know what I'm saying? He know more than what we know. He know more than anybody else know what's going on with his contract. If he's saying that he's a free agent and he's not signed to a single soul, nobody, ain't no more excuses.
Hypothetical question, you guys. Let's assume he's a free.
No, Dub, right side. See, that's why people be coming in on the back end of shit when we didn't cook and explain the whole situation, Dub, right side. No, people are not saying that Tank Davis is a free agent. Gervonta Tank Davis came out and said that he's not signed to anybody. He's a free agent. No people. He said that out of his own mouth. So we're trying to figure out, is this the truth or not?
Hypothetically, let's say it's true, right? Do you guys think it would be smart for him to do business with somebody other than like PBC and same people he's been dealing with? Because I know when I look at it, I'm like, he could go with Eddie Hearn or he can go with Bob or whatever the fuck other options are on the table. He don't need Floyd, but I'm like, I like Ellerby as his mouthpiece, to keep it real, because I don't think Tank is really that that charismatic type of guy that's really going to be out here talking all that. And he lets Ellerby do that for him,
Well, I'm going to say this, right? It all depends on what belief you have in yourself and how good of a fighter you actually really are, what potential you really have, right? Because this is the deal, right? If he continue to let Ellerby and them be the mouthpiece for him, he's always going to stay under Floyd. He's always going to be less than what Floyd ever was. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we know how it is in the street. You got that one dude that's up there, and they're going to make sure everybody stay under him. They can give you enough to eat to where you're happy, but they're going to make sure that you stay under him. That's the situation with Gervonta Davis. He want his legacy and his career, right? As far as legacy, it'll never reach his potential. If he is what they're saying he is, the best fighter in the world, he better than everybody, you know what I'm saying? If he's that. Now, if he's not that, the smart thing is to stay right there, right? Because then they could build that persona that you are that, but you probably would never have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Especially how boxing is today. People gonna buy that shit. They gonna buy the lie, and you know what I'm saying? Only a few people are really gonna see through it. The rest of the people, they never gonna see through that shit, right? So, but let me go back to my original point. If you are that, you have the potential to be way, way, way bigger. Floyd bet on himself. And how did it turn out for Floyd? You couldn't tell Floyd what the fuck he could do and what he couldn't do. Floyd did what the fuck he want to do. If Gervonta is that good, like a lot of people saying he is, you can't hold him down for too long. You can't hold him down if he's that good. You know what I'm saying? If he's that good, you can't hold him down. But if you're not, then you're going to get exposed. You feel me? If you're not, then you're going to get exposed.
And that's sitting up under that umbrella that we always talk about. You know what I mean? Perhaps he liked being up under that umbrella. Maybe that's why we ain't never seen him call for no fight until Ryan Garcia. You understand? And shit, I don't know, man. I feel like you ain't gonna be able, you're gonna have to call Jay Prince some damn body to get out of this shit, bro. Like real shit.
With that being said, Box Talk, right? Honestly, if he is that good, you don't think that staying under Leonard Ellerby and them would, like, yeah, he probably be, but he'll never reach his full potential? Because if you're the best in the world and you could beat, you could whoop Shakur, you can whoop Devin Haney, you can whoop Vasil Lomachenko, you could whoop motherfucking Isaac Cruz again, you could whoop, and so on, right? You can't nobody touch you. Well, shit, you don't need Leonard. You big enough now to where you don't need a motherfucker to talk for you.
And that's why I kept used to ask the question,
You
like, man,
them,
what is
you
GTD?
can move around.
Shit.
You can move around and make it happen. And you can get the bag because all these promoters is going to be in high demand for you.
Facts, you done made yourself a big enough name. Shit, now it's time to let GTD go to work.
Do you? But it's all. See, Floyd was actually that good. See, that's the difference. Floyd was actually that good. And Floyd believed himself that he was that good.
Yep.
Everybody around Floyd believed that he was that good. That's why he was able to do that. Do Gervonta believe that he's that good? Because you already got Al Heyman. Do he believe he's that good? Do everybody around him believe that he that good? I can't really honestly say that, bro. I can't honestly say that he believes, you know what? I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few fighters in boxing that I can really say honestly believe in themselves like that. And you can see it. One of them is one of them is Errol Spence, and you can see it by how he moves. Another one is Jaron Ennis. You can see it by how he moves.
Shakur.
Another one is Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. You can see it by how he moves. Another one is Devin Haney. You can see it by how he moves.
Right.
And there's some more in boxing that might not have the big name like that. But those, I'm gonna name those 4 right off the bat. Without a shadow of a doubt, I can say that those 4, hey, they really believe that they are the best and they can't be fucked with.
I think Usyk too.
Yep, Usyk.
Usyk, right?
Bam.
Tyson Fury, I believe he believes it too, right? But I didn't really throw no heavyweights in there. Tyson Fury believe it too. Those fighters, they believe it. Honestly, and I know a lot of motherfuckers. Bam Rodriguez, exactly. Knockout 86, Bam Rodriguez, and I know a lot of people gonna tell you, "Oh man, he just hating on Tank." It's not that. I honestly don't think that Tank really believed that shit like that. And I don't really think that Leonard Ellaby and the people around him believe that. I think that they believe that he's very, very good, but I don't think that he believed that they are, him or them, believe that he that good to really go out there and freelance. You know what I'm saying?
If you're Tank Davis and you like what you just said, maybe you don't believe 100% that you're the best fighter out there, right? And then maybe it is best if you just stay put, right? Stay where you're at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, exactly. I agree with you on that, right? But if I do believe, I don't give a fuck. Ain't no safety on this Glock.
Man, I'm going across everybody.
Ain't nobody
I'm going across the street.
I'm like, okay,
I'm going around the corner.
I'm big enough now to where I can move around and I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna do what Floyd did. I'm gonna bet on myself because can't nobody beat me. But young YB, what's your take on this? Because I don't know if you was in here, or maybe you've seen it too. Tank Davis, he said that he is a free agent. He's not signed to nobody.
You know what, Key? Let me start by saying Tank need to stop deleting, like my boy Knockout said. Tank need to stop deleting everything he say. If that's how he feels, stand on it and explain yourself why you feel that way. Don't always delete it, and don't always and don't be so immature to put that stuff out and knowing that people gonna hold you to that. So if you are gonna delete it, people are always gonna have it regardless. Once it's done, it's done. So Tank, if you get emotional, bro, stop tweeting, stop posting, stop, doing things like that people are going to hold you accountable for. But I will ask y'all this. What if he is a promotional free agent, but he's not a network free agent? Because as Espinoza said, that Tank is still a Showtime fighter, but he never said that he's still a Mayweather fighter. So I don't know what that means. When he say I'm not signed to a single soul, do y'all hold him accountable for that? Let's say he's still working with Showtime, but he might not be with Mayweather. What do y'all think on that?
Well, my thing is like when you say things, right, and you got the whole world watching, I don't care how fast you delete it, people still gonna get that shit, right? Mm-hmm. When you say things, right, if that's the case, you got to clarify what you mean, because you can't just put shit out there because a single soul means nobody, not Steven Espinoza, not Showtime, not Floyd Mayweather, nobody. That's what a single soul means, and putting a single soul, that's putting the emphasis on, like, yeah, I mean nobody. So you have to clarify what it is, because if it's that, well, then you are signed to a single soul.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And that keeps you from moving around freely. Like you said, if you ain't signed to a single soul, like I heard you saying, Key, and OTB, that he'll be able to go anywhere. He can go see dudes at top rank. He can go see guys anywhere and go see who the best is. So that's what y'all, if he ain't signed, if like you said, if he's not signing nobody, y'all want him to see, all right, well, do what everybody else do. If you want to be the best, then let's go see. Go do what these guys are doing. Go across the street. Go where the smoke is. If I see what y'all are saying, I'm just telling y'all, I think that he's still with Showtime, even though he's talking that big stuff. But people are gonna hold him accountable for saying a single soul, like you said, Key, because he didn't clarify what he meant. He could have said, I ain't signed with Mayweather no more. Why he just doesn't come out and say that?
Right.
And you get what I mean? If you're gonna make this, if you're gonna post a picture of the dude like that, why not just say I'm done with it? Like, he's not speaking for me no more. I'm out of it. TNT no more. GTD Promotions along with Showtime will be doing my next fights, and as simple as that. Just go out and stand on it. But then you have us speculating, and like you said, Keith, you're up to, like, he left it up to interpretation, so you're gonna interpret it the way that you feel.
Right, and he could have just, like you said, he could have simply just been like, look, I'm with Showtime and Tank Davis Promotions. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't with nobody. He could have said some shit like that. Simple as that. A single soul means nobody at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Key. And what do y'all think about him always deleting
damn
too?
Ryan fight?
You said the
hey,
delete?
Yeah, the delete, the post and delete. I don't like that, man.
I was saying that earlier. Like earlier, that's what I first got on this helmet about. It's like, you a grown ass man. If you feeling some type of way about somebody, right, and you go out there and put it out, stand on what you say. And I can understand, right, if you do some shit sporadically and it's like, you know what, I thought about it, you know what I'm saying, let me take that shit down, I was tripping. But he do it all the time, so that's like a thing with him. You know what I'm saying? You doing that shit all the time, bro. And now it's like, man, you got to stand on what the fuck you saying. People already done seen the shit, dumb. It ain't like people didn't get it and screenshot it. Like, what is you doing, bro? Stand on what the fuck you feel and what you say. It's all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. If you feel some type of way with Floyd Mayweather and whoever, stand on the shit. Like, that's some weak ass shit. Oh, man, let me take this down, delete it. You shouldn't have never said this shit in the first place if you're going to delete it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody take your phone and force you to type that shit? You decided that shit. You had your phone in your hand. You had enough time to think, should I write this? And you said, okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this shit up. And I'm going to post a picture with it. Well, why delete it? Why delete the shit?
I can almost guarantee you he got a call every single time. I can almost guarantee it.
But that shit to me is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's just some whole ass shit. And like I said, he's a grown ass man. That man about to be 28 years old. Tank is finna be 28. So at this point in time, bro, I don't give a fuck who calling you, telling you to take what down. You knew better than put. If that's the case, every time you put something up and they call you and tell you take that shit down, well, you knew better than to put it up in the first place because you knew they were gonna call you to tell you to take it down. So, like, why do it feel like that I'm dealing with a child and shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas a man child and shit. Like, I don't know.
I think him of all people should know, especially by now, bro. Like, especially by now. You're gonna get a call, bro. You're gonna get a call. Just fucking don't post it.
That nigga like the, you know, he remind me of my baby son, right? He know he ain't supposed to be messing with some shit, and he do it every time, right? And then when I catch him, he's just like he'll run, like, you know, he already know it. I'm like, why you keep doing it when you know you're not supposed to be doing it? And that's how Tank is. He know he ain't supposed to be doing it, but he gonna do it every time, and then go ahead and hurry up and erase it, bro. Like, them nigga a big ass, a fucking little ass man child and shit. That's how I feel about the shit.
And it let me know. Let me know you still give a fuck about what they say for a reason.
And you know what, OTB and Key and Box Talk and my man KP, I'm a part of that. You know, when you say what everybody thinks Tank is about this hype train, that he the best, and man, I'm on that hype train too. But I can't lie for him just because I think he's a great fighter. You get what I mean? I'm not gonna be up here biased and lying for him. When I see something not going, not standing on principle, or Tank not standing on his word, or Tank not, doing certain things, I'm gonna have to call it out. But do I think that he matches up well with everybody? Yeah, I think he has a chance and could beat everybody. But I want to see it just like y'all do. Like how y'all say this is what we expect from Tank. I want to see it too. Now, am I part of the hype train? Absolutely.
I think that Tank, like, see me, it's kind of like I'm kind of, because I don't know, bro. I'm from the old school, like, motherfucker. If you the best, you have that energy like you the best, like you want to get it with everybody because you just have that utmost belief in yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jerome Boots Ennis, you can't bring a fighter up to that nigga. He wants to smoke with him. What's up with it? Yeah, I want him to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just know a fighter like him is scary because they really believe in themselves. I don't really see that out of Tank. So that's what draw me back from him a little bit. And also, when I look at the landscape, if they put them all in a motherfucking cage together, you know what I'm saying? I don't see Tank coming out on. I just don't. I mean, he don't look unbeatable. It's guys that come up and I see him and I'll be like, God damn, I can't see nobody beat him for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is seeing a fighter in boxing, and Tank might be it for, you. He's just not it for me. He's not that fighter that I look at and I see, okay, this dude, I don't see nobody beat him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I ain't never seen that.
Like, I just don't see that in him. And then when you say that, people take that as, oh man, you hate. Nah, that's just my opinion. I just don't see that in him. I've seen that in certain fighters, in Tank. He's just not one of them. No, you know what I'm saying? He's just not.
And Key, I respect that. Now, so OTB, because you said it too, you don't see that. So what do y'all think Tank's biggest vulnerabilities are to y'all in those matchups? Like, let's say against the Devins or even the Shakurs, like you said, Key, because I remember you said you got Shakur damn near beating everybody. So
one thing,
it's Tank's mind.
It's
Tank's mind.
One thing I'm gonna say one thing that come right off the bat is his confidence, right? I know that he's confident, but I don't see that he has the like, he don't have that confidence that Shakur Stevenson got in himself.
Mm-hmm.
Tank don't. He just don't. I could tell even by the shit that he said when he fought Mario Barrios, that he was nervous because how big Mario Barrios was, and like had him nervous,
intimidated.
You would never hear Shakur Stevenson say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just have different type of mentalities to where I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna beat your ass. Like, Shakur think he can whoop motherfucking Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like, so confidence is one of the things, right? Other things is that he fight in spurts, like OTB said. Like, he's fighting spurts, so he give you a chance to do things to pick him apart. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of little different things. He get hit too much at times. I've seen him get out. I've seen him, I ain't gonna say outbox. I've seen him lose rounds against fighters that these other fighters wouldn't even come close to losing the round against. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like Rolly, right? And no disrespect to Rolly and Rolly, right? You would never see Shakur Stevenson lose a round to Rolly. I don't think you know what I'm saying? It bring Leo Santa Cruz. Bruh, motherfucking Leo Santa Cruz wouldn't come close to winning a round against goddamn Shakur or Devin Haney. Not even close. And just like little shit like that, man.
You're like Tank.
The equalizer, though. He do got the equalizer, but to me, it's like, okay, when the equalizer doesn't work, because that shit, we know what happens when you step up in competition and you got two A-class fighters. That equalizer don't always work.
Wilder.
Right. Wow. Exactly.
If he got a punch that could kill anybody, Tank punch ain't the same. I don't give a damn what nobody say. So at the end of the day, Keon, just like we said a long time ago. I say this every time. Tank Davis reminds me mentally of Mike Tyson. That's who he is. Floyd Mayweather and them running around here like Don King around the dude. They protected him. Every time he posts a tweet, that sounds like some shit Mike Tyson would do if he had tweet back then. And then next thing you know, Holyfield or somebody will come out and check him on the shit, and then he'll take it down. That's what that looked like to me. You can't tell me that ain't what I'm seeing when I see the guy. He a big star, he can punch. But every time somebody puts some heat on his ass to fight somebody, it's always an excuse from his promoter. Because they don't want to mess up the money. But his fans, they love him so much that they put him on this Mount Rushmore of 135-pound fighters, and he ain't fought nobody. That's all the sharks that's around him. He ain't fought none of the sharks. But he's this Mount Rushmore guy. Don't make sense.
Oh, and I think that he can. I think he could box his ass off too. I think that he got all around skills. So, but it's just, you know,
it's him being in these fights that's gonna allow him to show it to us. You understand? Because if I tell you, well, damn, Tank can double jab to close the distance. We've never seen that. Like literally, you've never seen that. That's why you've seen take all of the punches that you see him take, because Tank want to close the distance and sit on his uppercut, and he done patented himself with this punch. And it's then already got his hand fucked up in the Eastside Cruz fight. You understand? So he still have deficiencies, but yet and still you got to give him the benefit of the doubt, because a lot of these fighters that we talking about him fighting allow people to close the distance on them. And if you could allow Jorge Linares to land that punch, then it's hard for me to believe that Gervonta Tank Davis won't. You understand? Now, Shakur Stevenson, that's a different story, because we done seen Shakur, you understand, really zone in. And now that I've seen Shakur get on the front foot, I might be a little bit more inclined to say, okay, well, Shakur can switch it up on Tank. Now you can have him thinking in 12 rounds, you know what I mean? Which is something we ain't seen Tank have to do. We only seen him have to go to these measures where you see his IQ to land his punch. We haven't seen it for 12 rounds, Tank in the Matrix, but we know that he's capable of it.
I'm going to tell y'all something, but first I'm going to read this. Well, I ain't going to read the whole thing, but Bob Mark says Shakur don't have no power. And he said he think he's going to hurt him moving up. Shakur has power. Because you don't see Shakur just flatlining everybody. When have you seen somebody just come forward and walk through Shakur shit? You don't see that. Shakur has power. Shakur has very respectable power. If you try to walk through Shakur shit, he's going to hurt your ass.
And if you look at it, Keith, and to back up what you're saying, even a fight that they said that he didn't want, even the fight that they said he had a bad performance against Nakatila, he dropped him. He stopped Jamil Herring, and he dropped Oscar Valdez, and he dropped Conceição.
Right. He has power. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Shakur don't have no power. But I forgot what.
And you could see him sitting on his punches a lot more in his last fight.
Yeah,
that's what I liked about that fight. You could see him sitting on his punches on the front foot. You know what I mean? And that's what was impressive when I done already seen you master distance. You understand? So when you talk about a fighter who can master distance and can get on the front foot and sit on his punches, not to mention now he's about to be more comfortable at this weight. Now he can rehydrate and feel a lot more comfortable than he's been accustomed to feeling the last 6 years. You understand? Yep. So shit, going back to the Olympics. So
and let me say this too, right? If you go back to the interview years ago, this when Shakur was still, you know, he still had the little curl, like he was younger. This probably maybe like 4 years ago. Shakur and Tank, they did an interview together. And I know probably young Billy Box Talk. I know everybody probably seen that shit if you remember. They did an interview together, right? And they standing together and they talking to each other. And Tank says, yeah, we sparred. Like we've sparred before. And he said, well, the first time we sparred, he was real, real young. And then he said the second time we sparred was a few years. He said we sparred. He said, man, the second time we sparred, he said, man, this motherfucker's a problem. He said, man, he Shakur's like that. And he just laughed and shit like, yeah, like, you know, this is Tank saying that shit about Shakur out of his own mouth. And Shakur was just standing there like, you know, listening. He ain't say nothing. He was just listening. And so Tank was pretty much like, yeah, you know, he gave me that work. He gave me some work. Like, he was like, yeah, this motherfucker's a problem. And I wish I could go find the video to put it up because I just seen it the other day. I was just watching it the other day. So Tank Davis, no. But Shakur, he give all the respect in the world to Tank too. Shakur, he said on multiple occasions that he think the best fight would be between him and Tank.
Facts. And Shakur, gym rat, he done sparred, and we stay seeing him in there with somebody, you guys, Lomachenko, you understand, Devin Haney, shit. So when you see his progression, then it add up to me. That's what it is for me.
Bob Mark, I'm gonna show you how stupid it is, right? Now go ahead and watch from the back. Now, yeah. But
yeah, I think when you mention those three guys, I think I've always thought that Shakur and Tank seem to be a lot like cooler with each other. And I think if it's up to Shakur, if he's got to go through if he's got to go through all those guys, I think he wants to save Tank for last. Maybe because it's the most competitive fight, or maybe because that's his boy too. But like when people bring up Devin Haney, I've always been quick to think that Devin Haney was kind of the odd man out. Like I think all of these guys would rather fight Devin Haney before having to fight each other because I think they're a lot cooler with each other than they are with Devin.
Yeah, I think Shakur and Devin real cool, but Shakur like, man, fuck it, you can get that smoke.
Yeah, I don't know if they're that cool because
you can get that smoke. You know,
that's a hell of a chess match.
I think Shakur knows that. Right, to him, he knows that he could beat Devin Haney. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? They've been sparring and fucking with each other ever since they were little. And I've seen the sparring sessions. And Shakur get the better of all them sparring sessions.
Yep.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it is what it is. Just flat out, Shakur got the better of all the sparring sessions. You know what I'm saying? However you want to see it, that's just what it is. And I fuck with both of them heavy, you know, but I just think that'll be a hell of a fight too. I think it'll be a chess match, but I got Shakur winning that fight. I think Shakur's toughest fight is Gervonta Davis because you got to be careful. You can't fight. See, the thing is, if he fights Devin Haney, he ain't really got to worry about the power because Devin Haney ain't got power like that. And I don't see that Devin Haney can box better than Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So he could press Devin Haney on the front foot. Devin Haney probably be the one that's on the back foot. With Tank, he gonna have to be careful. He gonna have to fight a cautious fight versus Tank. He gonna have to pick him apart on the outside. You know, he will fight him on the inside, but not as much. Fight him at mid-range. He gonna have to be alert at all times.
And we don't know because we never really see him get hit, but we don't know what Shakur's chin is like. He's so good defensively. We never really see him get hurt. We never really see him get hit. I mean,
I've seen him get hit flush.
I was about to say, I've seen Nakathila land that punch. Oscar Valdez landed more right hands than anybody he ever fought in that fight. I think he landed 8 right hands in one round.
I think I've seen him. I've seen Shakur get hit flush. I've seen him get hit flush.
Jamel Herring landed some right hands.
I like his reaction to when he gets hit. I like his reactions. You dig? I like how he reacts. What I don't like, and this is no slight to Devin Haney because I fuck with Haney heavy, but I don't like Haney's reaction when he get hit.
Yeah,
like the reaction that he gives when and I'm not talking about when he got hit by Linares. I'm not even talking about that fight. I'm talking about other fights when he gets hit. I don't like the reaction that he gives. You know what I'm saying? When Shakur get hit, it's like it don't faze him. Haney, it's like a different reaction that Haney gives when he get hit, and I don't really like that. That's just me. YB, you got any input on that?
That's a hell of an assessment. But you know what though? I did hear Bill Haney say that Shakur call out was a publicity stunt. So I don't know what to think about it. It's kind of died down, so we'll see. But like you said, as far as the range, as far as what Shakur does, he does. To me, I've seen him get hit on the chin. I have, like you said, Key, and his reaction is pretty stand up. Shakur doesn't show. Shakur's reaction is 30. And one thing I like about Shakur is if you hit him with that shot, most of the time, except for the Valdez fight, like my man OTB said, it's hard to hit him with the same shot more than once. And that's how you know you in there with a defensive wizard, when you can't hit the guy with the same shot more than once, when he starts adjusting everything you do. Now, Devin Haney, like you said, has that range, the reach, the crazy left hand. His left hand, he can set up everything off of it. It's not just a jab hand. He sets up everything. It's a range finder. So yeah, but like, yes, yeah, OTB, he sets up everything with that, and he can win a fight off of that. So
yeah,
I think they both have matured and improved since they sparred. But like you said, I would love to see it, Keith. I would love to see it.
Well,
yeah,
and that's another thing
I
that got me.
That Shakur got a lot more dog in him. You know what I'm saying? He's just meaner to me. Like he just, and I'm not saying that Haney don't got that dog. I'm just Shakur just, I don't know, man. He just meaner. And,
Well, somebody asked,
one thing is the inside.
We done seen
fight.
Shakur break somebody before, bro. Like that
Right.
Jamel Herring fight did a lot for us in the essence. You know what I mean? And I know that he had been sparring with Jamel Herring.
He broke Conceição out too. He just didn't close the show, but he broke him down to where Conceição, if Shakur had turned it up a little bit more, Conceição wanted to quit, bro. And I know, and I'm gonna tell y'all how I knew he wanted to quit, because when you bet on some shit, you looking at it in a different light. I bet that the fight was gonna go the distance. And I seen Shakur turn up on his ass. I said, man, Shakur finna stop this dude. I could see it. And I seen Conceição go into survival mode, bro.
Yeah.
I seen him go into survival mode. But I think that Shakur, he's used to being such a good fighter to where he don't never lose rounds. I think he get to a point to where he can stop you, and he just like, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and continue to just pick you apart. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take no extra chances. With Devin Haney, I've seen Devin Haney really, really trying to stop people. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, he win all the rounds, but I've seen him go out of his way to try to stop somebody, and it's like it ain't phasing him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, all right, bro. He hit motherfucking Linares with everything in the kitchen. I'm talking about the shit he was hitting Linares with. Linares should have been in a fucking coma. Go back and watch that fight.
Yeah, and you could see him sitting on them too. You could see him sitting on them punches.
And it wasn't phasing him. So he just don't have that pop. And I think also if Shakur and Devin fought the inside, Devin don't know how to fight inside. He just gonna wrap you up and grab you and hold you. Shakur ain't finna. Shakur is a dog. He not finna let you hold him on the inside. He finna, you know what I'm saying? He finna wrestle you off. He finna go to you, dig to your body. Shakur can fight his ass off on the inside. And it's like you look at Shakur and you automatically look at him and be like, oh, he ain't got no dog in him, because looks can be deceiving. The motherfucker got dog in him, just like Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Andre Ward looked like that, but shit, in that ring, he had that dog in him. And they have, if you look at Andre Ward and Shakur, they have a lot of similarities to their styles. They got a lot of similarities to how they fight.
They damn sure do too.
So, yeah, man. I just see that. But like I said, I've always said that Devin Haney, to me, potentially down the line when they start, you know, when they get probably they late 20s, early 30s, Devin Haney might pass all of them up. Because he's very, very, the one thing that I like about Devin Haney more than all of them, he's very focused, and he's not going to take no for an answer when it comes to learning. He's going to continue to learn and learn and learn and learn. And he never going to get off his pivot. So he's probably going to have more growth in the long run. But for right now, in the short run, it's Shakur. In the long run, I have to go with Devin Haney.
He's a gym rat, bro. I'm a fucker, and he works fucking hard. He works hella hard. I've been around because he goes to the snack gym here, and I've gotten to see guys like Mikey Garcia. I've seen Mikey at the snack gym, and just the difference is just night and day, bro. With guys' work ethics, there's probably not one guy that I've seen ever work harder than Devin Haney, and I don't really have any ties to Devin. He don't really fuck with me because I'm Rolly's friend. But one thing I've always acknowledged is like, yo, nobody works harder than this guy. At least from what I've seen, like nobody ever works harder than this guy. And that's a kid who I give a lot of credit to because he grew up with money. He's not doing this for the money. He grew up comfortably. You know what I mean? He could have went and fucking played basketball or something. He didn't have to be a fighter, bro. Usually the best fighters are the dudes that come from the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Or dudes like Tank, right? Who are fucking street dudes or doing this to feed their families and shit. Devin didn't have to do this. Devin's doing this because he wants to. And he's putting in the work, man. That's one thing nobody can ever say is that he cheats himself because he's always in the gym and he works fucking hard.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say in the long run, I got to go with Devin over all of them in the long run. But the short run, I'm going with Shakur. You know, and like I
that's
said,
why a lot of people don't want to see this next Kambosos fight. I want to see if Kambosos can eliminate the jab and what is that development stage for Devin Haney.
Because Devin
I want to see.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
No, you go ahead.
Like I just want to see the rematch of what OTB saying to see if Devin gonna put him out, if Devin gonna stop him, because like you said, Key, he might show you something if he show that dog and that will to try to go get him out of there. I think that might show you something, Key. Yeah,
he definitely gonna have to. He's going to have to let his right hand go in this fight. He's not gonna be able to like. He probably could win. He can win it again with a jab. I'm pretty sure he can. But in order to get to that next level and to get that respect from the doubters and the naysayers, he's gonna have to go out there and show some dog shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be he just can't go out there and use a jab and get an easy victory again. You know what I'm saying? Because these fighters need to understand. And one thing about Shakur, when he was getting criticized by Bob Arum and them talking about he was boring and shit, he understood that shit. And what did you see? He started turning it up in his fights. You know what I'm saying? He started turning it up. He understood, like, okay, if I want to reach that next level of stardom, I can't just go out here and just, you know what I'm saying, beat everybody 12-0 and make it boring fights. I got to go out here and show, you know what I'm saying, different levels of dog. I got to make this shit exciting. And Devin Haney, he going to have to understand that if he want to reach that next level of stardom, because these motherfuckers today, they'll motherfucking ice you out. They'll freeze you out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If they like, okay, yeah, he a hell of a fighter and we can't win rounds, and these promoters, the fighters, everybody, they'll freeze you out. So he got to go out there and show that he could be exciting. And he did that, you know, he did that in the Linares fight. So I respected about the Linares fight because he actually came, he went out there, and that fight was an exciting fight. He put on in that fight. He ain't really did it since then, though. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, going extra length to be exciting.
Yeah, I know that's something we touched on a little bit earlier when whoever was on Kyle's channel, we were on the boxing section. We were talking about what Devin Haney was worth because of him reaching out to other promoters or whatever before he left the zone. He was kind of like gauging his worth with other promoters, and then ultimately he decided to, you know, go with Top Rank. And I think the numbers he was asking for and with other promoters, I think it was kind of a reality check for him, where it was like he might think he's worth something, but the promoters were like, yo, you can't generate that money for me, so I can't pay you that.
Right. And he gonna have to go out there and prove people wrong. And like I said, we seen Shakur make it his duty to shut Bob Arum up when he was talking like Shakur just a snooze fest. And then people got on his helmet about that Nakatia fight. He said, don't worry about it. I ain't gonna do that no more. And he ain't did it no more. You know what I'm saying? He come out, he come out, he made sure his shit's exciting.
Nah, but I was real critical of Shakur in that Nakathila fight because even he admitted once he felt his power, he thought it was smarter to just box and move and yeah, I mean, and that's what he was alluding to. So I was on Shakur helmet about his chin, how you responded to a punch. Yeah, I mean, shit, y'all know I'm a film guy. So once you show me the film of you getting on your horse and you admitting that you got on your horse, then I know that you're capable of it. And that ain't what I don't care. That ain't what the championship round's about. You understand to me? So I definitely got on his helmet for it. But to watch the Jamel Herring fight after that and to watch him, yeah, I mean, progress, you understand, into the Conceição fight where we actually see him on his front foot. We see him get his head off in the pocket, you understand, get his head off the line and the punch volume still is there. Like, man, hey, I had to salute him, man.
He did it with Valdez too. And Valdez just a tough motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Valdez, he had like a 3-inch height difference, and Conceição had a 3-inch height difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and a 2-inch reach advantage. So to watch him eliminate those two aspects was definitely the development of Shakur Stevenson and his pinnacle to me.
Yeah, so man, yeah, Devin Haney. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Like, I'm not like, oh man, he fight Kambosos and then what's gonna happen? I know he gonna beat the fucker. I know he can beat Kambosos easy, but I'm looking forward to see, okay, how does he go in there and do it this time? Because I don't want to see a rerun. I don't want to see a rerun of the first fight.
I think we're gonna see a rerun, bro. I really, really do think we're gonna see a rerun.
I don't want to see that shit because now it's like, okay, he's going, because I want Devin Haney, I want him to shut the people up, right? If he go in there and give us a rerun, it's just like, okay, he can beat you with a jab, okay, but they gonna talk shit. People gonna talk shit. They not gonna accept that this time. He got to go out there and let his hands go. I'm talking about his right hand. He got to, go out there to show he at least trying to get George Kambosos up out of there.
I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna talk shit about the Kambosos camp that can't teach him to eliminate a jab, and y'all had 6 and 7 goddamn months. I wish the fuck you would go out there and get jabbed again. You better not never lace him up again, man.
Yeah, that's
go check in the Philly. You gotta check in the Philly for me to have some respect for you as a fighter after that, bro.
Cause I want to see Haney go out there and pick his ass apart like he did Linares. Like, to me, that was Haney's best showing to me. What he did to Linares, man, that shit was beautiful. I'm talking about he picked his ass apart for 10 straight rounds. He ain't had no power, right, to hurt him like that. But man, he hit him with everything. He was putting his punches together, combinations, all of that shit.
Yeah, and he still couldn't put him out, bro. And he still couldn't put him out. That's crazy.
Nah, because he just don't got power like that.
I just think, he don't have the power.
He just wasn't blessed with that power like that. I mean, shit, some people ain't,
Some people aren't, yeah, exactly.
I think that could be part of him staying at 135 too. They're big when he another person who body frame is bigger when you look at him, you understand? And I really do feel like that could be part of like his his power may come at 40. Once he can really rehydrate and fill into his body. I feel like that's where Devin power comes.
Some people just not really born with that power like that.
Yeah.
And you know what? With Devin, he throw a lot of wild winging shots. You know what I'm saying? He throw a lot of arm punches and shit, bro.
The power. You punch with your hips. You understand? Now we talking about punch trajectory. That's something that
he throw a lot of winging. He throw a lot of looping winging shots.
He's trying, man. I feel like he's trying,
like,
bro.
If you look at Devin when his shits is like looping wide shots. He throw a lot of wide shots. He's not in tight, like, you know what I'm saying? He's not throwing them tight shots and shit like that. So he don't, and he not, like I said, that shit come from your hips.
And that's today, but that's today advantage. Like I was breaking down the Chris Eubanks film, and everybody be like, bro, you got that broke ass Roy Jones. You understand? But for somebody that's taller and somebody who, that's advantage and have a power problem. Now they done tweaked his style so he could get his hips around his punch and giving him that Roy Jones, you understand, look that it looked like to us. So yeah, I mean, you could do certain things to always adjust to that.
And Shakur thing is that he got power and he could break you down and get you up out of there. But I think he get to a point to where he like, okay, shit, I ain't gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? He don't be wanting to get hit and shit. But man,
that's a lot of defensive purpose. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because they fight mainly
about defense.
Yeah, he fight mainly with that defensive purpose. So the more he get acclimated with taking the punches, yeah, I mean, and taking these type of punches, I feel like we'll start to see him be able to sit on his punches more. And the more he get comfortable being in the pocket where that he can get it all behind that punch, you understand? Then we'll see it. But right now, shit, I want to see if goddamn it, what you got after this jab. Because I feel like Kambosa's gonna eliminate the jab. Kambosa's got good feet. You understand?
I don't know.
He got good feet. I
don't think so. Mama's boys say might be smart for Dev to beat Cam the same fashion to lure bigger fighters into a false sense of security, like sports teams not showing their whole playbook. But see, the thing in boxing, right? It don't work like that in boxing, because in boxing, when you do that, they gonna say not only the money thing, but they also, you got fighters gonna say, you know what? No, I don't want to fight him. He's boring. He's just gonna try to out jab me and move around for 12 rounds. I don't want to fight him. See, in order to lure fighters to fight you, you got to show some vulnerabilities. You got to show that you're willing to go in there and take chances. And then they say, oh, okay, well, he might come in here and fight me and try to fight me on the front foot and, you know, take chances. I'm going to knock his ass out.
Facts.
These fighters, man, they don't be thinking like that shit nowadays. If they see a fighter that they think is just going to try to outbox them and move and, you know what I'm saying, stay on the outside for 12 rounds, they don't want to fight you.
Like Shakur and Valdez.
Yeah, like Shakur Valdez. A lot of people didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade because of that. You know what I'm saying? Canelo didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade because of that. That's just how it is. But man, I gotta piss like a racehorse, so I gotta wrap this shit up. Box talk, man. Let me get your last words real quick before you get up out of here, and let everybody know what you got going on, man.
I'm gonna be having the fights from this week. The Fundora card. I'll be there. I'm gonna have that footage. I'll put it up on the channel probably the same night, if not a couple hours later. It's a good little undercard if you're familiar with some of the names. It's probably the biggest event we got this weekend. It's not huge, but you know, it's boxing, so I'm gonna go check that out. If you guys want to check out those fights, I'll have them on the channel. Like I said, a few hours after the event is over. Thank you for having me on the panel again today. As always, great show, like always. So yeah, just thank you for having me, bro.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you. Everybody, make sure that you go sub to Box Talk 101. And the thing I want to tell you, right? Because I'm typing in, because of course I'm sub to you, but I'm typing in yesterday because I wanted to go look at some fights. And when I type in Box Talk 101, another Box Talk 101 come up. So you might want to look into that.
Wait, same logo or?
Nah, it's not yours. It's
not. It ain't yours, bro. I seen that
shit
too.
I'm gonna show you. Watch. I'm gonna type it in Box Talk
channel, huh?
Whoa, 101. Okay, now yours is coming up. Yesterday, your shit wasn't coming up. I swear it wasn't. And
I think the more traction I get slowly, it'll start to be recommended more.
Okay, yeah, because now your videos is coming up when I typed it, but maybe because I was watching a lot of videos from your channel yesterday. We were watching that Devin Haney shit too that you put up.
That shit's hella funny, huh?
That shit was funny as hell.
Bro, what's funny is I'm going through all of my arc because again, these are fucking a lot of this is old footage, right? It's old ass videos that I had, but because my channel got deleted, I'm re-uploading everything. So some of the shit you guys might think is like recent. It's not. It's old, but it's fucking. There's some gems in there, bro. If you dig through that shit, there's some good videos in there.
We were watching that shit. Me and my lady, we were watching that shit last night. That shit was funny as hell.
I had to censor it, man. I have the uncensored version, but I can't put it up on.
Yeah,
I can't
put it up on me. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm put my phone number in the chat. Let me drop my phone number in the chat, man. I want to see that shit. Her ass was trying to look through the bubble you put up. I said, "You trying to look around? You can't see." Hold on.
Yeah, man. Some of that shit is hella funny, bro. I be forgetting how funny. And then I saw you posted it. And I rewatched my own video, that same video, and I was like, man, that's just hella. That shit never gets old, bro.
Hell yeah. I put my number in the chat right there.
I'm gonna send you a text.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, but yeah, make sure that y'all go sub the Box Talk 101. Yeah, he got his logo up, the Box Talk 101 logo. Man, he got fire ass content. He got some fire content for sure. And OTB, man, my man OTB, man, putting in work over there, man. Let him know what you got going on.
Man, we was gonna do the Connor being Chris Eubanks film, but I ain't messing with the zone, boy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I worked hard for my 800 of the hour, man. We ain't gonna jeopardize it. So we gonna drop Deontay Wilder probably tomorrow morning. We'll drop Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius. And man, we working, we embracing it. I appreciate you for having me, bro. You know what it is, man. We on the hunt to 1,000, so we damn near there, man.
Man, that's dope. That I'm ready for that Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius breakdown.
Yeah, man. I gotta make sure I put it in for the champ, man. Hey,
yeah,
I love everything I'm seeing there, and I'm gonna show you some of what, I mean, some of the progressions that you could look forward to Malik Scott making, because I mean, I've been chopping it up with Malik on the back end, and I'm a big fan. He a film guy too, so that's something that we both got in common. I mean, I'm a big fan of Malik though.
Hell yeah, man. Dope. Make sure that y'all go sub to OTB Boxing Class. Did you change the name or you just change it right here?
Yeah, I changed the name. It's OTB Boxing School. Once we
you didn't change it again. OTB Boxing School. Yeah, make sure that y'all go sub to OTB Boxing School for sure. Great fire break film breakdown. And he doing lives. So yeah, make sure that y'all go sub to that. Make sure that y'all hit my like button before you leave up out of here. Another great show. I appreciate everybody that came through. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all.